I wanted it to be. I wanted to give people a few minutes to roll in. Jamie, pull up a picture of chimps naked doing DMT while moose hunting. Thank you. That's what kind of setup we're in right now. We're in the JRE setup. I've been talking with my parents about all the weird shit I've been doing. I was telling my mom about how high I got the other night for the first time in a long time. She was like, "Oh my god, why are you doing this?" I was like, "Mom, I was so high, could not go to sleep." She was just laughing about it. But I've been talking with her about the dude. So I'm having a shaman on the podcast next. Okay. Have you ever heard of ayahuasca? Keep the mic like a fist away from your mouth, or even closer than that if you want. Even closer.
It's gotta be
perfect, just like that. Yeah. Do you know what ayahuasca is? Okay, so ayahuasca is a
explain this to me like I'm
okay. You might even have to talk even louder than that, Heike.
okay.
Sorry,
you guys want me to yell?
Yeah, I do. That's exactly. You need to be at my level. I'm not muted. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm gonna murder you guys. Shut the fuck up, idiots. So anyways, ayahuasca is okay. So your body naturally produces DMT. Okay, and DMT obviously is the hallucinogenic. It's like shrooms, all that shit. You know.
Yeah.
And so your body naturally produces it, but there's a enzyme in your gut that blocks it out. And so what ayahuasca does is ayahuasca basically blocks out the blockers. So it allows your body to naturally produce it and naturally exactly.
Consume.
Exactly. So essentially what it is, it's a tea, ayahuasca tea, and it's grown in like the Amazon jungle. It grows freely there, and there's a whole bunch of crazy shit that goes along with it, bro. Like we're talking like there's the theory of the theory of
and I wasn't talking about the
forget what the fucking theory is called, but anyways, the theory is that chimpanzees when they were evolving, this is so fucking welcome to, you're on Rogan, right? The theory is that chimpanzees and apes and shit like that before us were naturally grazing the earth and eating whatever they could to survive. And the theory is that they found fucking psilocybin mushrooms and ayahuasca and were just like naturally grazing on them, and it caused them to trip, but which caused them to think more
evolution brain.
And then here we are, kind of thing. So obviously I'm fucking butchering that, but that is
that makes sense.
It does, which is so fucking weird. But anyways, so I have this, and to be able to like cultivate it and to be able to like give it to other people and talk about it and be a part of it, you have to become a shaman. And to become a shaman, you have to spend like 10 years in the Amazon jungles trying to actually being a part of it and doing all this shit. And this lady did, and she's known as the afterlife coach, and she's coming on the podcast because like she's talking about like she's been to the afterlife, like some weird shit. I don't know if I believe it all, but I'm gonna ask her about it. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're gonna be talking about. She's coming on the podcast. It's wild.
Why is it the afterlife? What?
That's what I'm gonna ask her, bro. I'm gonna be like, so why is it the afterlife? That's such a great fucking question, dude. Such a great question. James, you ever tried DMT, Mackenzie? Dude, you've done shrooms though. Yeah. Dude, I'm so scared. I don't want to do them. I want to do them, but I don't want to do them because I'm so terrified I'm be in a bad mindset.
See, when you're already thinking about it like that, already fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
But well, the positives, just like how you were saying, a bunch of apes
I know.
took this stuff and they evolved. Like I do believe it does, and it makes you think. It was wild shit.
Right. What was some wild shit that you talked about or that you thought about?
Like a lot of numbers. Like
Like the numbers, Mason. The number, like,
No,
what?
Write shit down.
That's what everyone says is to write shit down. Keep the mic in front of your fucking mouth.
Write shit down because I remember I had this $1 million idea and back when I had black lights.
Dude, I remember.
And I'm not even.
No one can see you, but that's okay. Bryce was on the bed like that. Right? Dude, Cody, you're walking back and forth like the entrepreneur, like this.
And always when it kicks in, which I don't know how to explain. Like, once you ask your, is this working? Then it like,
Welcome aboard.
then
Am I even high? Like that kind of thing?
okay.
Okay.
And I went to snacks because I was like, dude, I gotta get ready, you know. So we go in, and this is cook some before.
Right.
Get up to the.
What?
It's like fucking wild, and I don't remember. I thought. Like,
see, that scares
like,
me.
And he understood. And you know how much I had hot fries and
chocolate milk, yeah.
skateboarding back, and I'm like,
dude.
We walk in.
Moving.
Left
Wait, what do you mean moving out?
of the shore house.
Oh shit. Okay.
I walk in. Back, widened. We went home. Bryce was like, "Man, it's just not doing it to me." I was like, "Take a little bit more."
Oh
And
my god.
I don't know what I must have been playing with my hands or something. And I turn around, and Bryce is just like,
shrooms?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not even kidding. Shit ton. You know what else? Probably the stupidest thing we could have done. We got in Bryce's car and we.
Yeah, because you ended up at your parents' house.
Yeah. Had an epiphany. Got inside. It was like a reverse fortress. It was a jail. I walked in and I was like room, and then had.
Dude, see, dude, I can't do that.
But
and it was
and I was like, it's. I think you did try it one time.
So for me, when I hear about shit like that, you know, that was how long were you like hallucinating for? A couple hours?
It was for like
right 6 hours. So with ayahuasca, it's 15-minute intervals, and then your body goes back to naturally blocking it out. And I understand that everybody says like, oh, ayahuasca is like you're like hitting the lobby of the hotel, and the hotel is you getting fucking the the enlightening experience.
Yes.
But I don't know that I can handle it. Like, I don't know that I can handle because I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna freak the fuck out when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do it. But that's why I think I'm already in a bad mindset of doing.
But makes you feel better from what my mental
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah. True. Right. Yeah.
It might be for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But your mind might.
I know. That's a fucking scary thing. Like, I've heard stories of people being like, God, I was there for fucking hours, and I looked down, it's been a minute. And you're like, oh my God. That's so terrifying. Like, the other day, the day I was telling my mom about how I got high at the house, I tried to podcast with Felt, and it went terribly. Okay? Dude, I was like 9 steps ahead of myself, trying to, like, whatever he was saying, I wasn't even listening to. I was already thinking of like eight questions in front of him. And I had asked him something, and he was telling me about it. And I obviously wear my Apple Watch, and I got a notification on my Apple Watch, and I looked down, and it was like, your heart rate has exceeded 130 BPM beats per minute. And 5 minutes ago, it shows that you were at 0 activity. It was like, try and calm your heart rate down or whatever. And I looked at that, and then I could like feel my heart like, because I was like fucking going, right. And I read that, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh my God, like something's going on. Yeah. And then it starts beating even faster. And then I saw it had a little graph on there, and it was like, right when I read it, I was like, phew, up even further. I was like, oh my God. So I had to sit back, and I had to like.
Meanwhile,
Felt's still just talking about what the fuck ever. And then we were talking about coffee. We were talking about coffee of some shit. And then right whenever he finished that, my mind was like, yeah, so what do you think about DayZ right now? And he was like, you could tell he was like, what? Like, I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Dude, I'm like, because of that, I was going to smoke for the ayahuasca podcast, but because of the podcast I felt, I'm never doing any. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to do it. I'm way more loose, hanging out, talking, drinking beers. Like, fucking, I would so much rather just drink beer. Speaking of which, let's chug this. Speaking of which, just chug this. Felt talking about coffee for like 5 minutes, James. So what about DayZ? I literally and it got to a point where I ended the podcast live. I was like, I'm good. Can't wait to drink Coors Light in Colorado. Keep the fucking mic and talk. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can just talk wherever.
Why are people saying that they can't hear me?
I mean, no, but I can keep up with this and see that no one's gonna hear you. And this is all gonna be ended up turned into a podcast and put on Spotify and shit.
I'm literally, tweet nothing. Like right now.
Hang on.
Can I take the pop filter? You were talking about the graph on. Another thing, those watches are. I was thinking about buying one. You use a ring on?
I remember you sending me a ring.
A picture.
What was it again? Tell me about it.
It was
Like the Oura Ring?
iPhone.
Oh, really? That's
But
essentially
it's
what this.
Alexa.
I
And you're
do
like,
remember
dude,
now.
I'm scared of that.
Dude, because Alexa is fucking terrifying.
It is terrifying.
That's like my mom. My mom uses Siri, and as I've been home, she's been telling me like about, oh man, like I love using Siri, and she was telling me everything that she does with it, and I'm like, Mom. So she explained a story to me, or she was telling me a story about how she was trying to text my little sister, and whenever the text messed up, my mom verbally out loud was like, "You're so Siri, you're so stupid." Like, like in like genuine like, God, this thing is so stupid. And and Siri responded back and was like, "Wow, that's not very nice." And I was like, "Mom, these things are like these. I don't have Alexa, bro. I don't want that."
Have you heard about the whistleblowers over at Google?
What? What? What did you just say?
The whistleblowers over at Google.
No.
How they're saying they have, you know, like in the movies, like the AI, like the big AI has all the information. Have one. There's been a few people come out and say they have one and it soaks up all the information on the internet, combined with all the information given from our watch and our phones and all that data.
That is fucking
And
terrifying.
if you believe that that's
Happening?
not happening, then you come on,
Dude.
if we already have them on our little fucking phone, about one big
Dude, I literally had this conversation today with my dad. My dad today was like, because here no one is wearing masks. Like
Yeah,
almost no one gives a shit here. And back at home, when you go into like a bar or some restaurants, what they do is they, right when you walk in, they take your temp. Excuse me. They take your temp, and they also take down your name and your number
How they take
with the gun. It's like a. The only reason I know anything about them is because we used them on engines for different blocks, like on motors and shit like that. But essentially, it's like a laser. You point it at your forehead, and it tells the temperature.
the one at the DM.
Yeah.
You walk up.
Like,
You put like just your figure of your shoulders and your head, and it's almost like
some fucking.
it's like 98, and they'll yell it out loud, and I'm like, don't be checking my temp,
Dude, that's wild. Yeah. Dude, things are gonna get so weird.
And I messed up like 6 times, and it was
trying
like,
to fit in it.
I was like, she was like, check your temperature, and I was like, and it was like, misread, and it was just going off, and I'm like, lady, come put a thermometer in my mouth or in my butt. Come on, jeez, let's get this shit over with.
In my butt, bro. Yeah, let's anal do this shit.
Yeah, take me in the bathroom. Give me that thing. I can get this over with.
Dude, how great would that? I would love to see you just. Actually, you know what? As funny as I'd love to see you with a thermometer in your ass, I think it'd be even funnier to see a thermometer in your mouth. You'd be like with it in your mouth, you know? Damn, what?
Hey, you didn't put your tongue on top. No, but go on. Little rant off.
Okay, yeah. So my dad was like, I was telling him that's how it is in North Carolina. They scan you at some places. They take your name, your number. In case anything were to happen, you know, one person who would get sick and they'd be like, well, and they go back to recap where they've been and be like, okay, well, I was at this restaurant and well, okay, so I was at this restaurant, whatever, over the past couple of days. Then the people who are dealing with the person who's sick can go to those places and be like, hey, we had an outbreak from this person at your restaurant. Please notify the people, whatever. Just to let them know that they may or may not have been in contact with them. They make them like sign like timers and shit like that. Like we did it. We had to do it to go shooting today. When I went shooting today, took down our name, number, and time that we were there, as well as time that we checked out.
Near the garbage?
In Southport, yeah. Deep out there. We went all the way out there. Dude, they big time care out there. Because they're Bay, it's Bay County. So it's so they're part of like the government. Dude, you know what else is crazy is, you remember Katie Griffiths?
Yeah.
You know her dad's a politician here? I knew him through drinking at the house there, not at her house, but at other people's houses, and seeing him at these events that I would go drink at. And dude, he is like the biggest picture on the wall amongst all other smaller pictures. I don't know if I should be saying that right now.
We might need to cut that.
I don't know if we should say that right now. But anyways, aliens are real.
What would you say? Terrence Piffits?
Yes. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever it may be.
I think about it. I probably shouldn't have said Bryce's name.
We didn't say his last name. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Bryce. Yeah. It's Bruce. Yeah, Bryce or Bruce. Anyways, so yeah, they make you check in, check out, whatever there. And I was telling my dad that that's how we do it in North Carolina, and here that's not a thing, obviously. And my dad immediately was like, I would never do that. Like immediately, I would never do that. I was like, bro, you just did it. Like you just did it at the shooting range.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, that's different. Like, you know, that's not a big deal. And I go, okay, so why wouldn't you do that? Why would you leave a restaurant because of that? And he was like, well, because think about what kind of information they would, what they could use with that information that you give them. Think about that. And I go, okay, so you go to a restaurant and you don't do that, and you pay with your card. You don't think that the credit card company that has literally all of your information is probably not dishing out that to the government or to whoever else? You think the fucking restaurant would? You think the restaurant or the government is going to dish out your info? What do you think it is, bro? And he was like, well, that's not the case. And I was like, but it is. That's what you're saying. Is you're saying you wouldn't go to a restaurant because they might give out your name and your cell phone number, but while you're at that restaurant, you'll give them your credit card, which has your name, address, security PIN, your billing info, literally everything, your bank account information, literally everything. But if you hand them your or even I was like, imagine this. Now I was like, now you might not have this issue, but what if you show your ID? Hey, you're not 21. Let me see your ID. And they scan your ID. Think about how many gas stations around here scan IDs. Bro, they have everything. What are you fucking talking about? Why are you so worried about? Like, I think it's so absurd and so insane that people will literally shun and just, oh my God, this place because they made me do X. When in reality, you give X away every single day. Every single day without a thought of it. You don't know anything. And then he brought up the TikTok thing. And like for me personally, it's one of those things where like, I got nothing. I'm on the fucking internet right now. Dude, I'm right. I like the people who are like, oh well, I don't want that out there. I don't want, you know, my idea or whatever it is that's out there, whatever. And it's different for someone like me because everything I say pretty much publicly. Now, maybe not to like a wide, like a massive community or anything like that, but everything I say is pretty well documented. Like you can probably see the progression of when I first started streaming and my thoughts of when I first started streaming until now. You can tell that there's a different person in there, but it's all there. You can see it all. I need to grab another beer.
Things. Listen to this. Two things. Recently, Ancestry.com sold. They sold to a company. Now imagine that. Take that.
My parents literally, I literally walked into their house today and I was like, "Oh, you guys have an ancestry thing? I want one. I want to get one of those." Dude, what?
Yeah, they sold it. And then read something about a guy that reverse engineered TikTok. So
I've heard we watched the thing about a guy who reverse engineered TikTok.
I mean, he said all the platforms are bad, Instagram, but he said that TikTok is far worse than all. But the thing is it's too late.
It is. That's the thing. It is. You're right. It's too late.
It's just
Like we're already there. Like for me, I'm not deleting TikTok at this point.
No,
like,
don't.
like, dude, you got everything right here.
Yeah.
You got everything you need to know right here. And I've been on it for so long. Like, if I were to delete TikTok off my phone right now, or because I've deleted it twice now, where the first time I watched this video, I was like, I'm fucking deleting this app. And then I was like, dude, I've been on this app for like 6 months. Motherfuckers know everything by now. They knew everything the second I made an account. What am I gonna do? You know, there's higher powers out there that are gonna do horrible things regardless. Like, and there's just, it's the fucking way of the road. Like, you just gotta deal with it. Like, and that's such a shitty mindset. Like, that's such a shitty way to think about it. But it's also like, I get that that's a possibility that could definitely happen, but it's already happened. Like, it's already, if it's already manifested, it's already manifested.
I get lost. I don't know how you benefit every see it for like marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do with me watching me GPS and my dumbass go to the fucking restroom every 15 minutes when I just saw me at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, like
That's the thing is I feel like this now. It's probably not true, but you know, I feel like we're not the target demographic for
no.
I feel like it's probably, you know, the low level politicians that have something to do with some shit.
And you know what? That ring that you have to request to be a part of that. That's what I thought. I was like, man, I'm too low on the totem pole for them to give me a ring. They're gonna get some bullshit.
Yeah, they're looking like state governors and shit like that who are like, oh yeah, I would really like to try that.
Really,
my wife told me about it. She's always on Amazon. God, it's so scary.
They're gonna have some dudes in the white van listening.
Actually, yeah. In the milk truck.
What is this guy doing? I'm be drunk as shit at 5 a.m. in the morning, slapping peanut butter on a.
And you know, he's like, damn, I'm hungry now.
Did he just on all of his silverware? Why is there ravioli in the drawer?
Wait, why did he just use the knife of peanut butter and then put the knife back into the drawer? I don't. Why did he do that?
That same knife to get his ravioli out.
Dude, I'll never fucking forget that. I'll never forget that. There was one night where we were drinking at your old apartment. By the way, dude, when I was talking with Gray about this today. When I attribute my quote start to streaming and getting shit going, I 1000% attribute it to that apartment. The 2-bedroom apartment, I attribute it. Whenever I think about it, I don't think about, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think about the boat shop, I think about the 1-bedroom, I think about the closet, I think about all that shit. But some of the most, actually 95% of the most fun times I ever had streaming to nobody Not a single fucking soul was at that apartment on the gray plastic fold out table with the old ass chair. And it was, I remember we would have the fan on and you would go hoodie, socks, jeans, and I would go t-shirt, no pants, like sliders, and that's it. And you because you would cater to me. Like if
I had to keep the bear. You gotta keep the bear. Can't poke the bear,
dude. And I remember when it was super cold in like December, early January, February, we would have the door open and you would put that heater just on you. You would have that heater just literally just blowing on you. And dude, those were some of the funnest fucking times I have ever had. And I've had a lot of really great times, but those are the most memorable. Some of the most memorable ones. Playing H1Z1 League when full map Ash arrows, so much fun. But you and I, we partied a lot. We would do a lot of drinking streams and a lot of, again, we were doing IRL streams before. We were doing this right here
before it was
before this was a thing. And I actually, most people don't know this. I got banned for this.
We got banned, or you got banned.
No, essentially, we got banned for this, and
for doing mukbang.
We ordered B-dubs, so we ordered B-dubs. We ordered a bunch of wings, and we were like, yeah, we'll figure we just hang out. And there was no IRL section. Nope. There was no IRL section. This was before just chatting. There was no just chatting. There was no IRL.
It was a game.
It was a game. And I remember you and I were sitting around talking about like our first times ever having sex, like all this, like just like this, like literally almost just podcasting before I knew what podcasting was really. And I remember looking over and seeing my view count, and our view count was in the 180 plus. And at this time, if I had two viewers, I was popping. I knew I was popping because I knew that one of them was me and one of them was either you or somebody else. Yeah, like it was. It was literally like, and I remember looking over and be like, I got like the first like adrenaline rush where I was like, oh my god, we have this many people, and we were just hanging out, drinking, eating wings, and then the next morning, I woke up to a 24-hour ban. And I remember being like, "What the fuck? I got banned." We looked into the ban appeal whatever it was. Anyways, repeal maybe. I looked at it and remember it said because you weren't on a game.
Yes.
You weren't on a game of some kind, and I was like, "Damn!" Like that was so in. That was a stream that. When we ended, we were like, let's fucking go, dude. Like, what the fuck just happened? I remember
looking down, and I was like,
dude, what? Like, it was insane.
It was sick, though.
And to get banned after that, I was, we were bummed. We tried to get on to Zubu.
We tried.
We tried to Zubu.
Or we did, but.
And, yeah, it was weird. We tried different streaming. It all sucked, and it never ended up working out, so we just played. We ended up playing League off stream. But either way, that was, again, another moment of time that was so much fucking fun early on in the streaming days. And so whenever I think about these fucking wild times, like there's a lot of streams that stand out in my head, and I'll name the ones that immediately just came to my head. It's the Halloween one that we did last year, right before we left for Alaska.
Stream.
What?
Bathtub stream for me.
Bathtub stream is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
My first ever closet stream. That stream where I got banned, and New Year's Eve stream where we watched a video of Spillmaker's hometown in Slavard, North Pole.
Oh yeah.
Those are some of the and then the one stream we did at Gray's house when it was you, me, and Gray at Brian's house.
Oh,
and we were playing League, and we were fucking, dude,
Smell-
going off, man.
Yeah. Told first.
That was the
Ever
first
spilled?
Corona I ever spilled. Yes, I spilled it all over my keyboard. I just like knocked it over. But that was
What
the
keyboard was it?
the Corsair K65 Lux RGB, which is still in commission to this day. Pretty weird. That was early on in the career.
That's a good keyboard.
That's kind of weird. But yeah, dude, that like whenever I go back and think about those streams, those are some of the most memorable ones. But what we were getting at with this was we had did a drinking stream, and we ended up actually going out. I think we ended up actually going out, and we did just so most people may or may not know, but we were the ones where we showed up and the party was ending in like 10 minutes. So we showed up to the bars, and people would be like, dude, you should have been here 30 minutes ago or an hour ago. Everyone was here. Like, we were always the super late comers to every single party, no matter what. But I know that we ended up showing up late, and then we came back late, and you were in the fucking kitchen whipping up Chef Boyardee ravioli. and I'm pretty sure you whipped me a ramen. I'm not going to lie to you. I think you're the cause of like 30 extra pounds for me, because I ate the same shit that you ate, and look at you and then look at me. And we have two different fucking genes, and it's bullshit. It's fucking dog shit, because I would eat the same thing you would, and I would look at you and be like, oh yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm not gaining anything either. Whereas in reality, at fucking 4 a.m. after 90 beers, eating fucking hot dog buns with no hot dog, chili, cheese, jalapenos, and fucking hot sauce was not the move every night. Okay, that was not the move. You're the reason why I'm fucking such a piece of shit. But and you were in the kitchen.
That's a Paul Bunyan.
That is a Paul Bunyan. TM. Yeah. Trademark. But you were whipping up some ravioli in the kitchen.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember you. I remember you whipping it up. I didn't remember anything else until the next morning after, when your sister came in, and your sister was like, "Hey,
I thought she was pissed at me.
because that was the thing, is I was always afraid that Aubrey was mad at us because we were up super late yelling.
Shout out to her.
Actually, how is she? Is she in Texas? Louisiana?
They let go pretty much everyone but her and her hire.
Whoa. Damn.
But hey.
Yeah, shout out to her. She was such, dude, if I think back to that now, I think how I am now as a person. And I know if Trey's ass is loud or Jessica's raging, I'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Dude, I'll get upset. And you know me, especially anything that has to do with sleep. But I remember her coming in and being like, hey, so, I this morning was making breakfast, and I opened up the silverware drawer, and there was a bunch of ravioli in the silverware drawer, dude. And you had cracked open the fucking can of ravioli and just fucking, dude, you just spilled like a bunch of ravioli with the drawer still open. You must have looked down and been like, yep, and then just closed the drawer. Because it was fucking everywhere in the fucking silverware drawer. Just Chef Boyardee ravioli on the fucking silverware drawer. Holy shit. That was one of the I remember her being like, no, she wasn't mad, but she was like, yeah, and there was ravioli all in the silverware drawer. And I remember being like, what, dude?
I was like, wait.
Dude.
I go out there and I was crying, laughing. Started laughing too.
There's fucking ravioli in the silverware everywhere too, dude.
No,
it wasn't like it was like, oh yeah, you dropped like one.
No, it wasn't one
It
drop.
was like half the fucking can.
Like all the spoons were done for. Like,
had to rewash everything.
like,
Holy shit. Oh my god.
it was all crusty.
I also there's still I saw a clip the other day of us in your living room. I was wearing my black and yellow Barstool jersey and you were like picking your nose on camera. Excuse me.
You know
And I was walking. You remember your bathroom? Remember how your room was here? And your bathroom was right across, and there was like that little like corridor kind of thing. And the clip is me walking there. I like turn back and I drop my pants, and then I walk into the bathroom, and you're sitting there like this, just picking your fucking nose. Hey, got you playing with your nose. Yeah. So fucking funny, man. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, those are some of the funniest clips I've ever. Some of the funniest clips still to this day. Like shit that I think about often whenever I think about times that have brought me a lot of happiness from streaming. One more time.
You needed a creative.
Dude, that was because I was streaming at the house and I didn't have
You can be
who I
you.
was, right? And that was the thing is it was like I could be semi who I was until like 8 p.m. But 8 p.m. was when, you know, I would spike and be at 3 viewers. Like, oh shit, like dude, I've got 3 viewers right now. And I know that D-Mash hasn't been in here for an hour, and I know that you haven't been in here for an hour. So like who's actually in here right now? And I remember still to this day, she's still one that I talk to. I went to hire her. I went to hire her for whenever I drop my merch. My first merch drop, which I have a new drop coming, which is I don't know who you do. But I went to hire her the other day, or you know, a month or two ago, and the company that I'm doing it through, I was like, well, I'll just get them to pay for it. They want me to promote it and sell it. They can do it, whatever. That was not the case. And I can't afford her prices because she's grown a lot since I first met her. But you know, my biggest donation ever at one point was $5. I mean, everybody starts somewhere, right? And this is when I was working at men's warehouse still. This was before Shinks, before 5 Piece, before Felt, Aaron, anybody. And I beat my meep. His name's Hugh. He was this black dude from Atlanta who worked at a retail store. I can't remember what kind of store it was, or like a go-kart store of some kind. But anyways, I went to go hire her, and she was my first top donation ever. She donated me $5, and she made fun of my room that I was in, my parents' house, my original room, because the room looked yellow. And she was like, "Damn, you got these pee-stained ass walls. You look gross as shit." and I was like, "Man, can you like chill?" That same night was the same night I tried to drink three wine, and we were all in Discord. We were in Discord together, or probably Skype at that time. I don't even remember. But
I remember Devin.
Yeah, and I remember drinking those, and you being like, like you're in that club, like, it's so fucking. Because I had the Logitech. I didn't even have a mic, bro. I had the headset mic, and that was Danny. Danny gifted me She donated me the $5 at that time, and I was like, I fucking made it. Like, dude, like somebody else just donated me money. Like, who didn't know me, never seen me, who had just popped in there. I was like, I fucking made it. And she donated me $5 and she's been here. I mean, she's got a life, but you know, she pops in here and there. But yeah, you know, I hit
Ladies
her
and
up
gentlemen,
because I know what kind of photography she does. Yukon essentially, and I was like, yo, I want to send you a bunch of my gear. Go out, whoever you have, whether it be you or anybody else. Take a bunch of photos, send them back, and I'll pay for them, and then I'll promote my brand, my everything through that, because I know you take great photos. I know your work, and it fits with my aesthetic of things, like how I like shit. And And she was like, yeah, for sure. Here's how much it costs. And obviously I hit up the company and they were like, hey man, like, not yet, bro. Like you're not there. And so, but yeah, Danny was like one of the first, her and I beat my meep. You can't believe I remember that because he hasn't been in for so long. Can anybody check out and see I beep my meep meet? I don't even remember it. Meet?
It's me.
Is it meep with a P?
Yes.
Anyways, he's been here for a very long time. But those were like the first two people that kept consistently coming back. And then from there it was like Chinks, and then Five Piece, and then Felt, and then Aaron, and then right around that time, that was when Aaron, Five Piece, and Aaron, Felt, and Five Piece all chipped in, and dude, Felt's been with me for so long. Felt's been around for so long, dude. Like, he essentially got me my first upgrade in a computer because I was having such a hard time, such big issues with frames. And Aaron donated me $100 because I was so bummed one night. I had a shitty day at work, and this is when I was working at Men's Warehouse. I had a shitty day at work, and I was trying to play Overwatch, and I was not having a good time, which is very Overwatch-esque. And I remember looking not up. God damn, I'm so like. I remember looking over and right. I remember looking to the side because I didn't even have a monitor mount at that time. I just had two fucking monitors on my desk, and I remember looking over and I remember seeing my OBS being like, something about my frames being bad and overcode and loading or encoder overload, and I remember being like, fuck, dude, like my PC sucks so bad, and this was a PC that you handed me down. Like this was the Alienware. I had the fucking fan on it, no side. No. There was no side to it. I had a fan on full blast trying to cool it off. But you know, Overwatch is just such a high taxing game, and I was like, fuck, man, like my frames suck. My PC just sucks, which makes my stream suck, and I had a shitty day. And I was like, dude, I make no fucking money. I make gas money driving back and forth between work and here. Make no fucking money. I'll never be able to upgrade this fucking PC. It's going to take me forever. Like, I'm going to be saving like $15 at a time, like kind of thing. And Aaron, right then and there, Aaron was like, here's $100. Here's towards your like a new steep, I think it was new graphics card. And then Felt donated me $100 right there, and he was like, here's your new graphics card. Let's get it going, boys. And then Shinks came in and was like, here's $500. Get a new graphics card. And that was when I bought that 1080. That was when I bought the 1080 that now Jess has. Like, think about how long that thing has gone. Jessica has that that same.
I put that thing in there.
I know that same 1080 that started me and that got me to where I am now is still carried on, and still, it's weird, man. It's almost like a fucking kid.
I hate myself.
Like it's something that that's a memory that I attribute to where I'm at now.
That's why I hate
myself.
I know, dude. It's so insane to think about that because it is such that, and I remember that night in particular because I remember sitting in my room. And my bed was my desk was in a corner. My bed was over here. Had the two monitors. I still have that fucking glass desk that sucks. I fucking hate it. I had the PC that you handed me down, the microphone that was like it was the microphone that you and Morgan had rapped on and recorded, and I remember it being like off and to my right. And I remember that night I got that donation and I was like freaking out. And then right back to back. And I was freaking the fuck out. And in chat, again, there was like 6 people. There's like almost there's no one in there essentially. And I remember them joking and being like, I remember getting up and leaving. And walking out. and I was getting water in the kitchen, and my mom was like, "How are things going?" I was like, "Mom, I just got $700 donated," and she was like, "Shut up, no, you didn't." And I was like, "Mom, I like," and I was like this, I was like shaking. I was like, "Mom, I just got $700 donated to me." She was like, "Oh my God, what? For what? Like, what did you do?"
For being me.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, like I'm gonna buy a new graphics card with this thing." And she was like, "Oh my God, like that's awesome. Go, like go." And I ended up sitting back down at my desk, and I remember looking over and reading the chat, and the chat was like, Jinx, Felt, and Aaron were in chat, like memeing like, "Mom, get the camera. I got a donation," kind of thing. But that was I was like, oh, like I was like
Yeah.
fucking like drinking water. I was like, "Oh my God, like this is insane. Like I can't believe that this is a real thing right now." And that was, I mean, that essentially was the start of better streams, and from there it kind of grew. And it's so crazy to think about all the stream times that all the memories that come along with something as simple as pressing start streaming. So fucking weird. So weird.
It
God,
is weird.
so
And
fucking weird.
that's why
Fucking Felt's in here too, dude.
that bagler.
Dude, my man Felt. I asked James to dance for my first dono, dude. And there was also a time where you remember Felt? Felt was the bit king. For my birthday,
That slips my mind.
for my birthday a year later when we were doing streams in your kitchen. On
Yep.
my birthday, I streamed in your kitchen. Dude, I was at
What
your
were we?
I don't remember, but I know that I was streaming in your kitchen and Felt that day donated bits to me. Jesus fucking Christ, Felt. You've been here for so long. That was like my 23rd birthday. Felt is old, dude. And I remember that day I ended up getting I bought the new graphics card. I ended up buying not a 2080, but like it was a 1080 Ti. I ended up bumping up to the Ti, and you were at work, and your parents were out of town. You were at work. I was at home. I was at your parents' house in the kitchen, and I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna wait till you get home to install this graphics card for me." You were like, "Dude, you can literally do it yourself. Just like plug it. It's so fucking easy." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna fuck it up." And you were like, "Listen, there's like a slot for it. Look up a YouTube video. It's impossible for you to not be able to put this graphics card in." And I ended up putting that graphics card in, plugging it up, and going live that night. And we went live for a little bit because I remember gaming at your parents' kitchen top counter, and you were
I remember
and
this
you
now.
were back here in front of the TV on the
Yep.
table,
in
and
front of the fire.
in front of the fireplace, and we ended up drinking and partying. And I think we streamed from like, you got back at like 8, and we streamed from like 8 to like 11. And again, like I said, we were always the latest ones to the party. And then right from there, we went out. We ended up going out and dude, I think that was the same night that we went to Chris Wynn's party. You won't remember the name, but I remember filming you memeing out, and you were eating a green apple with Olivia Quave and being like, "Oh shit, let's get it," and just like loving this apple.
No, I was eating
So-
all his food.
All his food. All his food in the house, bro. That was such a. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick, dude.
Oh, you know what he had? Had that cornbread.
The cornbread. Holy shit, dude! It was the cornbread, bro.
That cornbread was so good. He
Dude.
got pissed at me.
That was crazy. I was still working at fucking Men's Warehouse.
He got mad
then.
at me because I was eating all the damn cornbread. His parents, like, my mom made this and it took like 3 days. I was like, and I'm like running around the house with it.
God, I'm trying to find it, bro.
Oh, serious.
Dude, I just remember laughing so hard, being like, "I was way before my bike, huh?" Really? Dude, I was streaming Holy shit. I still have the videos of your sister and me and fucking Bronson. Or wait. Branson. I got a pee so bad. Yeah. Okay, hang on 1 second. I know I just missed out on some alerts real quick. Yo, Mr. Smiley guy, bro, welcome back. 22 months, dude. Cheers to you. I'm gonna drink to that. So is Cody. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
And then also welcome back. Dude, Felt remembers I beat my meep. Holy shit. And then Felt just resubscribed tier 1 for 39 months. How long is 39 months? This is 3 years and some change. I don't know, add the 4. And he was a sub to me whenever I was doing Game Wisp. Oh, cheers. I appreciate you being here, dude. High key. Dude, Corv, I appreciate you gifting a sub too, my man. Cheers, boys. I got a pee super bad. BRB. I think I have it too. Oh, boom!
Gave him the meat and potatoes, chap. Meat and potatoes. Second one. Joy on my face in that video is actually insane. Another thing I would go to all these parties, all these house parties, and literally I would walk with you
And just shit everywhere.
I would literally go, "Where's your bag?"
Go up to the owner of the house and go, "Where is, dude?" Dude, that I remember that cornbread. It was like a sweet cornbread, and I remember being so fucking good, dude. It was sweet, baby. God damn, dude, I remember this party. That's at Chris Wynn's house. He's a big fisherman. Holy shit. God, he does have a big old boat. Dude, Corv, again, man. I appreciate the gifted one. For all gifted ones tonight during this chat and talk. Do we want to call it a podcast? I don't know. I'm probably still end up posting it. For all new gifted ones throughout this. No, you can leave it. Through all, dude, brothers, what's up, man? Throughout this entire podcast, talk show, whatever you want to call it. Any new gifted ones we're gonna be drinking for, and for those of you that are listening to this podcast, because I may end up uploading this to Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everywhere you get your podcast. Just know that if you hear me randomly chatting about some random shit, I'm reading chat because this podcast is live at twitch.tv/DapperJameson. Be sure you check it out. Smile. You guys like that plug? 91 away from 1,000. I'm gonna get there eventually. Yo, Corv, I think you should just do it tonight. You know, I think you should just gift 91 tonight. Yeah, I think you should. God, dude, it's so insane. What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck? You were. I just. Okay. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I don't know. That's a quick way. All right. Perfect. Now just you can that should tilt towards your mouth too. Okay, I didn't know. All right, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. My bad. My bad. Ooh, that was crispy. I'm very excited to drink Coors in Colorado. I've never. Everybody says it's so much better. Is it though? Put the fucking. Literally be like this.
I didn't say nothing.
I know, but still, you were going to.
I'm not trying to like.
Perfect. There you go. Right there.
I'm not trying to like
overhype it.
But
yeah,
it's not like best.
Of course not. But still, I'm still very excited. Literally, everyone says like Trey hates Coors.
I know he told me.
And he's like, dude, I cannot wait to drink Coors in Colorado because apparently it tastes better. Same thing, Rainier. You remember Rainier? We drank it in Alaska. Rainier in Washington tastes way fucking better.
Supposed to give you a care package?
Felt is supposed to give me a fucking Felt. I swear to God, if I don't get my care package in Portland, I'm gonna murder you. By the way, we're gonna end up going over to my brother's house for like a Thanksgiving. Did I tell you that? Like a Thanksgiving kind of thing. Fuck. Made that chat, by the way. I made that, by the way.
I'll get to one.
Dude, I saw your tweet about remember the Nuggets. You called the Nuggets. And it's weird because I have never been into basketball, but I recently got into basketball. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start going for the Portland Trailblazers. And they were kind of popping off for a little bit. I mean, they're still popping.
They actually got hurt. But I think, personally,
because they played LeBron and the Lakers.
And Dame got hurt.
Right. I know.
And the other... Don't fact. Poland was playing with a fractured.
I didn't end up keeping up. I saw where Portland was doing work for a little bit, and then I was starting to see where LeBron was coming back. Dude, I mean, LeBron went full fucking.
Dame.
He's insane. He's insane. I watched.
And Carmelo's on that team.
Dude. Talk about the Nugs, bro. Come on.
Had his jersey went out.
I know. I remember. You still have his jersey, don't you?
I have his jersey. Guy's jersey. I have traded to the Nugs and then Kobe Bryant because if they were to beat the Lakers that year, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I quit watching basketball.
Was because of that game?
Because I was like, dude. 100%. That was when Carmelo was off, and I was like, "They win it this."
And fucking like absolutely dominates them. Yeah. Well,
I was.
He is the GOAT for a reason. God, dude, so many fuck. 2020 sucks. I fucking hate. I fucking hate it. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do about it, but it fucking. Me too, but God, at this point, I don't know what to think. At this point, I'm like, fuck it, dude. Let's just be done with it. I get it.
Ready for aliens?
Do you think aliens are going to be a thing? Well, I mean, as far as like, actually become like a super recognized, universally recognized thing, especially with what the Pentagon just came out with. Which, by the way, how fucking sneaky of the Pentagon to come out with
Do
that shit
at the
during.
same time. Yeah.
Dude.
Kind of a.
Literally no one
So-
heard anything you just said, by the way.
Why?
Because you're not talking loud enough.
Well, I know why they're doing it. I mean, you could debate it two ways. You could say they're doing it to distract, or
Mhm.
you could say they're doing it because of what's going on right now. I
Hmm.
believe that there is something else. I don't know what it is, whether they can even fly or not. But if you want to talk statistics and math, there's a thing called the Drake equation, which is mathematically there is at least one other planet in this entire universe that is the same distance from the sun with the same environment somewhere in the universe mathematically, because it's forever expanding.
Mm-hmm.
It matches with our exact positioning, our rotation. There is another planet out there mathematically that is
Holy
like,
shit, that's so scary.
what if you think about it like that?
I mean, it makes sense, but it's scary. Because what if there's like different I mean different whole different species that's there, you know?
Well, when I think about that, it could range anywhere from plants, or it could range to build stations. I don't know. Shit like that in high school, and I remember people would get mad at me, like preaching. Yeah, it would literally get pissed. Oh, so did I tell you about my grandfather? So my grandpa worked for which he knew the, Armstrong. Is it still shitty? Yeah. Is that better? All right. So this is probably one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in my life. So I'm working. My uncle's there. My uncle, on my mother's side, my grandpa worked for Ford Aerospace for many of years, who helped put, the man on the moon. He knew of Armstrong. He never talked to him specifically or anything like that. But also my uncle Leo, who we might meet in Colorado.
I hope so. I'd like to meet him.
He works for a company that does the same thing, shoots out satellites and
shit,
shit like that. He was working in Alabama. He went and he actually dated the president of Sony at the time's daughter. It was a big company like that.
Damn.
And she paid for everything. She took him skiing.
Damn.
I mean, she took him freaking everywhere.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, but that's okay. I'm getting off on a rant. Well, anyways, this guy came up, and my uncle, he's a real talker. Like, he'll talk your fucking ear off, but everyone loves him. So this dude comes up and he's like, "What? You know, we're from where I was born in Houston. That was where they were at the time." And he was like, "Yeah, we're from Houston." He was like, "Yeah, my dad moved there because of his job." And then he was like, "Well, my dad moved there because of his job." And they were exchanging stories. Needless to say, they worked in the same thing.
Oh shit.
And he was talking about space and whatnot. And right when NASA was about to go to the moon, because they already knew they were going to go to the moon.
Right.
And this is why I don't believe that the moon landing was fake at all.
There's a lot of people that do
believe. My fucking
believe.
grandpa worked on that stupid shit. So don't even fucking say that shit. And don't say, "Well, we can't go back today." Hush. Hush your mouth. We got funny like that.
Hush your damn mouth.
Fucking shush.
Hey, shut up. Shut your mouth.
He said right when that happened, after they landed and came back, they started giving certificates, actual certificates, like as you would get like
for graduating high school or something.
Yeah, to all the families that worked on the ship to go to Mars. Like official NASA certificates
to go to Mars.
To go to Mars and to colonize.
What the fuck?
Like they knew that something was going to happen. I mean, where is it now? I mean, we ain't been to Mars yet.
But we're fucking working on it.
You see what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy to me. Why would they just start? Hey, here's a certificate of Venus.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, enjoy that.
You know, it's like, what?
This is a comment here. I have a theory for you. The human brain is only 1% evolved from the brain of a chimp. If the human brain evolved 5% of itself, would it be too comprehensive and would the species end up killing itself off? And we are like this equal medium that is the balanced. I don't know if that's not typed out properly, I don't think.
So I could see how you would say we would kill ourselves off because, I mean, look at all the movies that are formed. Look at iRobot. That's practically the metaphor in that movie is we start buying robots, we start depending on robots, and then next thing you know, the robots get so smart, which is the reason why the Google people are coming out with whistleblowers saying the AI is actually it's not a mad fiction movie, fictional movie anymore. It's real shit. Like
dude, look at fucking Elon Musk and fucking the implant, the Neuralink. Have you seen that?
I didn't see that. No. That dude's crazy.
Dude.
And crazy, when I say crazy, I don't mean crazy. I mean crazy as in a good way.
Right.
Like,
of course. He's doing a lot of things that may shape the world around us. Like, I mean, so this Neuralink thing is I believe it's a 2-inch chip. Somebody will have to look that up for me. It's a 2-inch chip that goes in at the top of your skull.
Yeah.
And they cut a hole out in your skull. And then basically what it does is it sprawls out kind of like an octopus. And these different things go into your brain. And we're talking complete change, as in now obviously in the early stages of things, it's real minor things like you have bad vision. Okay, this will fix your vision. But in the end of things, like eventually what he's talking about doing is like you're paralyzed from the waist down. This goes in. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You're walking again. You're running. You're doing everything that you could possibly want to do. Again, all because of Neuralink. And they just recently revealed the other day, I think, and I don't know the full story on this because I truly didn't dive that deep. Whenever it came out, I was doing a bunch of shit and I wasn't paying attention. But they had like 3 pigs 2 of them were without Neuralink and 1 had the Neuralink, and apparently the pig that had the Neuralink was like, you could it was like almost like a human kind of
Like
thing,
a
where it was like,
super pig?
come, it was like super big, yeah, like, hey, come here real quick and we're good to go. Like
He started walking on 2 legs, talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
hey,
doing?
yeah, bitch, hey,
How about you getting this pin?
dude,
My slop.
yeah.
Let me get that hamburger.
I don't want that shit anymore. Damn, this shit sucks. We just eat it because it's all we got, dude. But it's insane. Like, I never believed in the. I am a conspiracy theorist to some end, but I was never one that was like, I never in my mind thought we never landed on the moon. That was something that was just never a thing. And I know it is for a lot of people. A lot of people are like, dude, we didn't land on the moon, like all this kind of shit. But never my thing. But also, I think the thing is too is it's weird because I love conspiracy theories.
I do too.
I love them. You were the one, you got me into conspiracy theories when we were in high school.
Dude, I got into. Dude, that's what brought up Illuminati at our high school.
That's
was
what,
because of me.
dude.
I was looking into that shit.
Dude, you got me into conspiracy theories because of Illuminati in the Colorado fucking
Denver Airport,
dude.
which we will see.
Which
when we go there.
will see, and we're gonna get fucking weird in there too.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Because
drink.
that picture is still up.
I'm sure it is. I'm gonna look
time
at
I
it and
saw it.
I want to take pictures of it. I want to get weird. But yeah, you got me into it because of that, and because I never looked into any conspiracy theories or anything like that. But I like them. I think,
And that's why people would get pissed off at me in high school. I was just spewing out information that I thought was cool. I didn't think it was. It's just cool to think about.
yeah, and that
in
is
a different way.
That is definitely a thing that I think a lot of people don't get out of it or don't really think about it. Is just like, whether you believe it or not, it's not meant for it. It's meant to make you think about it. It's not meant to prove facts immediately, or it's not meant to be like, for sure this is a thing, but it's something that would open your eyes and be like, oh shit, is that a possibility?
Yeah.
Like, is that a thing that could happen? Like we did the I did a conspiracy theory stream, which I thought was gonna be awesome.
But yeah, you told me about it.
But I fucking will never do one again. I'll fucking never do one again, because I did that stream, and I was gonna upload it to YouTube because I thought it'd be fun for everybody to come in and kind of join in and watch these videos of this like crazy shit of like we're talking like 9/11 and all kinds of like weird shit, which I loved. I thought it was great, but it was just a fuck fest of people being like,
Just
no, that's not real. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're like, no, this is stupid. Like, how could you even believe whatever? But that's not the point of the conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are meant to open your eyes and make you think about different things that you would never think of, as opposed to just being like, but that is a thing too, where a lot of people are set in their ways and they're like, no, that's not true.
Exactly.
That's not real. It's not a thing. I refuse to open my mind up to be like, wait, is that a thing? And just be like, or instead just like close down and be like, nope, you're wrong. That's not a thing. And but that's what I loved about the conspiracy theory thing, and you were the one that brought that to me, was with that shit. And I remember being like, oh my God, this is so fucking wild.
Because I had a lot of time. Shit. I remember that was big. I do remember bringing that in there, and I would fucking talk to people. And I remember, I don't know if you remember Brad. You remember Brad?
I do remember Brad, actually. He had like a mullet. He wore glasses?
Yeah. And we were sitting at a lunch table, and I was just eating. Like, I hadn't even said a word. And someone come up to me and was trying to talk to me about it. And Brad was like 2 seats down, like on the other side of me. And I was just talking. And he gets up. He's like, well, that's fucking bullshit. That ain't shit. And I was like, dude, just relax. Like, just have a conversation. Like that's another thing. People need to realize you can have a conversation without getting so emotional.
Dude.
Like that's what this is about. Like
if that is not the most 2020 issue, is
like,
people
it's
not being able to have a
man.
conversation. Like we're talking about something so
minute, like
exactly something so small of just of something that just sparks a conversation. Like, how can you not just have that civil conversation? And maybe there's disagreements, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
The point is to open up like you're trying to open up somebody else's mind, right?
Exactly.
You're trying to be like, well, and there's such a difference between like an argument and a conversation, because it's like, well, I believe this, and someone should ingest that and go, okay, well, this is what I believe. And then from there, they should in turn have another conversation, be like, okay, well, hearing what you said based on what I said, here's this. And then vice versa. Like, I think that should be the back and forth, but that is obviously, and I'm not one to say that I'm that way either, because I'm definitely not. I am the complete polar opposite. Well, I'm not the polar opposite of that, but I'm one of those where if I say something, I'll definitely listen. I'll definitely hear you out.
You'll use your brain.
Right. And that's the thing is, but if my brain goes, okay, I've ingested this, I've heard what you've said, I understand what you said, but what you said is fucking dumb. I'm not like, dude, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to lash out and say some other bullshit. I'm not going to do anything like that. I am literally going to go, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You are right. I'm on your side now. You're right. I'm on your side now. You're right. You're super right. And that makes people a lot more upset. And I think that's what makes it funnier. And I think that's what makes and that's what I think. If I do that to people, I think that right then and there they notice that it's like not a. And I mean, it's yeah, right. And they go, I would at least this is what I hope. There's definitely no science or anything like that backs it, but what I hope that they get from that is they go, oh shit, wait, what did he say again? Maybe I should like, okay, well, wait, if he said that, but I said this, but like, okay, I guess that kind of makes a point. And then maybe in the future they're like, okay, well, I might have been wrong about this, or they look up something else that's like that shows that that's not true anymore, like whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. But I find it to where when I try to have a genuine conversation with you and I reach my limit of genuine conversation because you're being such a dick and so just like I'm in my ways, I'm entrenched in my ways, there's no changing it whatsoever. I go, you're right, I'm on your side now. I'm also one of the dumb fucks of you. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
I definitely agree that giraffes are dinosaurs. 100%. I 100% agree with it. Yeah, I am with you now. Welcome aboard.
Now I don't watch Joe Rogan, and I might get shit for this actually, because once I bring up this man's name, there's no going back.
Oh boy, here we go.
I watched one of my first Joe Rogan podcasts. And I know he leans more opposite of this other man, which is Ben Shapiro.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's just like Josh and I. Like the way they handled that podcast,
mm-hmm.
They talked in a civilized manner. They may have disagreed on some things, but it's not like they're throwing bottles at each other and then they hate each other and never talk to each other again.
Right.
Like he's been on there multiple times.
Of course.
And Joe Rogan has invited him to be on there multiple times. They both actually enjoy each other's conversation. That's what I hate. I just hate that nowadays. Like you can't talk and have a civilized conversation without irrational emotion. Josh and I talk about.
Of course, and the shit that Josh says, the thing about it is too is like the shit that Josh says, it makes you want to fucking murder him sometimes. Well, it's not only that, and that's a joke, but the thing about it is what he says is there is a lot of his opinion, which is fine. It's his opinion, but his opinion will sometimes come off, and this is not just Josh. This is with a lot of people. His opinion will sometimes come off as offensive, in a sense of, you know, it might give that illusion to being. This is not a conversation. This is what I have to say.
Me telling you.
Right. This is what I have to say.
Yeah.
And you don't. But you don't realize is that Josh is one of those people that wants to debate and wants to actually have those conversations. And actually hear your side of things. But and that it's not just him.
I love Josh.
There's of course I love Josh. He's one of my best friends in the world, and I would do anything for that guy. But that is a lot of other people's mindsets too, but coming with that mindset is the offensive mindset as well, which I think is, I'm going to say 85 to 90% of the conversationalists is the offensive form, where it's like, I say what I have to say. You start to say something. Okay. I don't listen anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like what you have to say. I don't like what you're having to say. I'm not hearing any more of what you're saying. But here's what I still have to say. And then like it just like
it's a back and forth,
and it's you're fucking yelling at a wall. You're yelling at a wall. There's no fucking point. Like it's and that is very 2020 in a sense. I mean, it's been happening for a long time now, but 2020 has just heightened it with how fucking garbage everything is, and how social media, cancel culture, just fucking all the crazy shit, that all the fucking horrific things that are going on right now. It's just everybody's walking on eggshells, and it's not a time where speaking your mind is really smiled upon,
or even if you don't speak your mind. Like if you don't,
how crazy is that sometimes that
you silent
that silence speaks louder than anything you could have ever said.
I almost deleted all my social media.
I've thought about it too, but it's the industry I'm in now, and I can't deal with it.
I thought about that for you too, and I was like,
I can't. Dude, they want me tweeting like 6 times a day.
Yeah.
6 times a fucking day, dude. What am I gonna talk about for 6 times a fucking day? I don't know. I can't talk about anything relevant because I'm too fucking dumb.
No,
I'm too fucking dumb. And
spot on.
And the opinions I have, obviously the opinions that I have right now may change in the future, like with anything. I mean, if you were to put me in the same situation right now, if you were to give me the same situation of things that are going on right now in the world with like cancel culture and everything, all the bullshit that's going on, and if you would ask me it, you know, when I was like 16, the answers are going to be different.
Oh, of course.
Right? The answers are just going to be different. So, I mean, with social media, as shit happens and whatever, and you know, I may say something on social media, or even on something like this, like streaming like this, like just podcasting, chatting, my views may change in like 5 years. You know, people evolve, people change, people think differently as time goes on. But that is the thing, is I am in the world of social media, and no matter what I say, even I am a nobody in comparison to anything. Like when you really think about it, I'm a fucking nobody on the board. But imagine I come out with one tweet. If I tweet some random shit, dude, I'm officially at the top of the hit list. You fucking suck. I hate you. It's just a fucking nightmare. And it could go 2 different ways. I mean, you think about a lot of things that are happening right now, and you start talking about it, you start tweeting about it. Especially, I mean, tweeting is the biggest thing, but you know, you start talking about things like that, and you know, there's always going to be somebody that disagrees with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's just nothing
you can't cater to everyone.
You can't. There's nobody. I am not for. My content and what I do is not for anybody. Like, I'm sure there's people right now that are tuning into this podcast for the first time because this is a live podcast. There might be people that are like scrolling through the directory, clicking on this podcast and me going, fuck this guy.
Yeah, they probably heard.
Yeah, fuck.
I always think that's.
Me too. I think it is too. But there's people probably scrolling through and be like, "Fuck this guy. He sucks." What the fuck are they even talking? They're talking about fucking 20. Dude, fuck 20. I'm out. Whatever. And that's the thing is whatever. Like, and that's something that I think is a skill. That I think is a 2020 skill to be like, whatever. I don't care. Like,
no, that is
whatever I have to say is what I have to say. It's what I believe right now in this very exact moment. My mindset may change on that, but until then, fuck you. I don't care. Like, it's what I have to say. But as far as when it comes to like, I should just get out of this. You can't. It's not a thing. It's just not a thing.
Also, that's the thing with. See, with you evolving and whatnot, that's what I also portray as like the purpose of life. It's like you evolving,
right,
and you changing to better yourself in that sort of situation. Play devil's advocate with the opposite opinion that you have. Kind of debate with your own self. That's also a lot of things I do. Is I always look on the other side, looking at like what I would say to myself. I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense, because I don't do that. Jessica does that for me. Jessica will play devil's advocate for me.
I try to do that as many times as I can with myself to be like, well, you're stupid. And I'm looking back at my own self. I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're stupid, idiot.
Yeah, you dingus.
I'm going to grab some more beers, BRB. Yo, Clint, what's up, bro? You need one?
Yeesh. We going out here. Hey, I'm not a pot. I'm not with a rod. I'm a pod.
All right. It's kind of wild, huh? It is crazy how right now we're an hour and 41 minutes in, and it feels like I've been talking to you for like 10 minutes.
See, this is what I was saying when we first started our pod.
Yeah.
When I was actually on it.
Right.
This is how I wanted it to be. Because when you're talking like this to each other, it's not like you tune everything out. It's just
I know
here. And when I was talking about 3 hours, remember that?
Yeah.
And you were like, holy shit.
3 hours?
And Trey was like, dude, pods are like 1 hour. I was like, dude, we could fit some shit in
we
3
can
hours.
though. Like think about if we like, but the thing is too is I also feel like the in-person aspect of this also adds a very big thing.
That I think that's the biggest.
It is. I feel like the podcasts I've had that I've like some of my favorite podcasts that I've had, I feel like would be an hour, 2 hours longer if they were right here face to face. Like if I had the opportunity to like fly people out and do shit like this, like just like we are right now. I mean, we're lucky because obviously we've been friends for a long time, and I brought all this shit here, and it's not like I'm in fucking LA and there's thousands of famous people coming through all the time, and I'm someone else that's super famous and can be like, hey, by the way, you should come on my podcast, and people immediately are like,
quality content.
I would never miss that podcast kind of thing. Like I would fucking look, if my wife was giving birth to my firstborn, I would be at this podcast before I would be there kind of thing. I don't have that by any means, but the goal is in the future is to be able to do things like this because it does keep going. Like when you're in person, it's over Discord and shit like that. It's always great. It's always super fun. I do enjoy it, but there's that level of disconnect.
There is
that leaves things awkward or weird or like, oh well, we should probably end right now instead of just like keep going.
It was like we were quarantine zooming before quarantine and zooming was.
It's so
cool.
true. Yeah, we really were. And even still, like I mean, that truly is a goal, is to have something like this where I can do this, a couple times a week, but have somebody that or different people. And the thing is too is I've wanted to do a 3-person podcast, and the reason why I've wanted to do a 3-person is I wanted it to be 2 who were no matter what there.
Yeah.
So for instance, we'll say it's me and you.
Yeah.
That was the original plan, was to be me and you, and then just random other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like that aspect of podcasting and just chatting in general, because there's one other person and then 2 of us, and you and I may see eye to eye on one conversation, like we were just talking about, or one of us may be opposite, and you may think one way and I may think one way, and then but those ideologies can get conveyed to that one person, and then it may change the mindset of both, yep. Or one, whatever it may be. So, and that to me is what makes it. That to me is what makes a rad ass podcast, is just chatting and talking about and conversing and talking about different things that are out there, as far as different walks of life, different jobs, different anything that anybody's done, and be able to like change your mindset, whether it be from like a mental standpoint or even like a physical standpoint. Like I've listened to podcasts, and it's made me been like, I need to go fucking work out, like I need to go hit it hard kind of thing. Like or the opposite side of that is like I need to read a book. I need to like learn up kind of thing. And that's what I want in the end, is I want to be able to have something like that, to where I can have those conversations with, especially obviously something like this with one other person, excuse me, would be so much fun, especially when it comes to shit that intrigues us the most. Like when we start talking about like you start getting into like weird shit like drugs, conspiracy, even politics, like politics to a certain extent, shit that's going on in the world around us, COVID, police brutality, talking with cops. Like I'm trying to get cops on right now, and that is a very difficult thing to do, to get cops. I tried I tried
No,
I just haven't heard anything back from him yet.
Oh.
But so I tried him. I'm trying to get cops on, like veteran cops. Like cops have been doing it for a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
You talk about JL and the person I just talked about. They've been doing it for 10 years, close to it. Maybe not. I'm 7 years.
Yo,
because we're old as shit now. You want to mute that?
No, fuck this.
Okay.
This is clout, bro.
Okay.
Have you ever seen? Okay, anyone in the chat has anyone seen Channel ID, Homicide Hunter?
Your uncle.
My Uncle Joe, bro.
Holy shit! I forgot about your uncle. What is it called again?
I doubt
Homicide Hunter.
Yeah, I doubt anyone's.
If anyone's seen Homicide Hunter,
look up Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter. That is like my uncle. Like,
and he's in the shit in Louisiana, huh?
No, he's out of Denver.
Out of Denver. Okay.
And my dad did a ride along with him. I don't know if anyone.
I want to do a ride along here recently. I've wanted to see what it's like in my area, especially.
Yeah, my dad said that shit was nuts.
Really?
They were bringing out dogs, and they put like 3 dogs around my dad. My dad was like petting the German shepherds, and they were, I mean, trained to a.
Dude.
He's like, that feels.
Dude, I can't even feel it right now. Dude,
I'm at work right now.
Dude, the German shepherds that the police use are fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking scary, bro.
I mean, that could be something. I don't know. My dad also golfs with a lot of them, with the one that helped me with my situation that asked if, "Are you Kenny's son?" And I said, "Nope."
We should.
Nope.
Do you want to talk about that? Is that weird to talk about?
No, that's all good.
Let's tell that. Tell me that story again. So, like I've never heard it.
I was hanging out, and no disrespect, even if these people listen to you,
Mm-hmm. You don't have to name any names or anything like that.
fuck it. No disrespect. I don't know who did it. I still think about this every day. Because I still think about who my fucking real friends are. And that's why I've always been friends with you.
Right.
You would never have done some stupid shit like that
dude,
with me.
Dude, this is crazy. This is some shit that I would see in a movie. And be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because this is wild.
So I go to a part. Well, first of all, I had really bad breakdown.
How old were you?
2011, 2012. So
17, 18, somewhere around
18.
there.
I had a really bad mental breakdown with my friends that I was hanging out with consistently for probably a year and a half. And we smoked weed all the time. And then I had a bad breakdown with my mental. And then I tried to get back into it because also none of them would check up on me.
Of course not.
Which is something I never even clicked in my head.
It's weird to think about that now because right now, even if you start having some, like if I start having some troubles or you start having some troubles, I'll text, like I text you. I'm like, yo, like like recently some shit has gone down and, you know, we had a conversation where I was like, dude, do you understand? Like when you don't talk to me, it affects me too. Like if you and I have any disconnect, it fucks with not only you but me too. So like
mental health is a fucking
it's a big thing, dude, and it's something that goes brushed under the rug. Because it's you know, a lot of people are still in the mindset of like, oh, you just bottle that shit up and deal with it, kind of thing, which is fine for some people can deal with that, but some people cannot. And it's amazing how much better you feel when you actually just talk about shit. Like just and it's so wild that, you know, when you think about just talking about shit, you think like, you know, you got to be on a couch like this and sit down and fucking, you know, talk to a therapist of some kind. But the thing is just fucking jumping on your phone, texting a friend
makes you feel better.
Makes you feel so much better. And then obviously if they're your real friends, they're going to reciprocate and understand what you're going through and feel and really, you know, be able to get back to you in a way that hits home and that helps out and that can put you at ease and even release the stress of you know, bottling shit up for so long can release a little bit of that stress. So I think that mental health is something that I never really took seriously because I never had any issues. I did not believe in depression because I never experienced it. Now granted, you know, I break up with a girlfriend, okay, I'm bummed out.
Yeah, you're bummed, it's not
right. It's not like I had never understood like crippling depression where people like can't get out of bed type of depressed. And that to me was never a real thing. Like I remember Jessica, it was this recent that I was in this same mindset where Jessica had been talking about somebody that she knew, maybe even her brother, I don't remember. But somebody that was extremely depressed. And I just remember being like, what do you want me to do? Like, cause I genuinely did not believe in it. I did not believe it. And until that situation and until I heard a couple more, and I realized like how widespread depression is, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is a fucking real thing. Like, and I understand that depression now is a real thing, but I also believe that there's a lot of things that you can do to prevent it and to help yourself while you're going through these tough times. And And I know there's
working out is one.
dude, and I know there's a ton of people that are going through there's so many different forms of depression now that I've been exposed to and been opened up to and know about, that now I have a better sense of things, and now I understand when somebody texts me and they're like, hey, like, I can't deal with shit. Like, I just can't deal with shit.
Yeah.
And I get it now. I understand it. It's a lot easier for me to reach out even more and be like, yo, how you doing? Like, what's like something? And it's so crazy because, you know, as I'm not somebody that's like, by no means by anybody that's like famous, or, you know, I'm not one of those people that have like 2 phones. Like, you're that kind of big, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got 2 phones, but you know, it's amazing at how many people think it is so hard to just literally click
2
one
buttons.
button and then on the person that you want to text and then go, hey man, how are you? And that one text will change somebody's entire, like, I mean, some people will be like, I'm fine, no problem. Or some people will be like, some people will be like, I'm not that great. And then you go, what's wrong? What's going on? And think about, I have people who are like that in chat. I mean, in my streams that I do. And by no means am I trying to be like, oh, well, I'm the guy that can fucking help you out.
No,
but
not to interrupt you.
No.
Think about the shit I've said to you.
Yeah. It's fucking heavy.
I've said some.
It's fucking heavy.
Even saying some of the weird shit I've said to you, and not like, you know, it's weird. It was weird. Like, even me saying it, like, you could tell how in a place I was.
Of course.
But the thing is, like, you have that charisma and personality and likeliness that now you should see when people come to you, they might have seen the same thing I said.
Right.
I see.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. Is
like medicine.
I know, and that's the thing too. Is I want to, I mean, that's just it's not that I want to per se, but it's just God. It sounds so weird saying out loud. I fucking hate it. I just ran through my mind. I didn't like it, but just the way that I am, I'm acceptable and open to hear anything that's going on.
That's good.
And now, I mean, you were one of the first people that ever opened up to me, and you were the first person I ever like genuinely experienced anything with that was like,
holy shit.
Yeah, where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like to where it took me by surprise, where I was like, what are we talking about right now? I had no idea.
I don't even act like that.
Exact, and that's the thing is, you're like, I have no idea anything that's I can't believe that. I can't believe what you're saying right now. But you were one of the first people to ever actually open that side of me up, right? and be like, and you know, whenever it gave me my first experience in it, and being like, holy shit,
I was my first experience.
I know. But that's the thing is that's there's so many other people that go through the same shit that you that you have gone through without question.
That's why I connected to Rectful
right
so hard.
Right.
My first streamer that I ever loved watching, he almost replicated what I exactly did.
Sorry, I'm about to throw up and die.
Which is crazy to me.
I know.
I was doing this in 2000. We were just talking about.
Yeah.
In 2012. He was doing this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He did the same exact regimen. I mean, I didn't do small doses by like his means, and rest in peace, right?
Yeah, actually.
Love that dude. But he went to the same, like, I gotta do it. You know,
right.
It's either make it or break it.
Right. Yeah.
and definitely on that mind state, that's probably the scariest of the scaries. Like,
Of course.
like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, and thank God it actually helped, and I'm glad that help happened, and I experienced it the way I did, because that it's really rough. But
Yeah.
but back to it, like I was saying, man, you just have a type of energy that people are attracted to, and I can feel it at a very
Early on.
way,
Yeah,
you know?
no.
I was telling your mom, I was like, dude, this guy needs to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
He needs to do fucking music.
I
He needs to
remember
do
you telling me
something.
that. Yeah, I remember
He
you
needs to
telling
do
my parents
something.
that too. Yeah.
He's got something, and he needs to fucking do it. And another thing, and you bring out the best in people, which is even better. Like, I remember, I was telling Justine this the other day. I was like, they still play our fucking video, our mime, thespian video
Of acting class, of
Us.
our acting class. Yeah, no.
It was so fucking.
It was
Man.
so good. That was dude, that was so much fun. That is a memory I'll take with me to my grave. And I've talked about that so many times
Yeah.
of us being in what was the name of the actual class? It wasn't thespian. Thespian Society Theater 101?
101 or something.
Something like that. But I remember that was you know what's surprising about that is that was actually one of the, I mean, I'd always been like kind of I always want to be the class clown. That's
Yeah,
what I mean. That's I used to get in trouble all the time. I think back to like the Michael skit where it's like, yeah, I mean, you know.
No, but
Doesn't work
that's
well
what
with
I'm
others.
saying. And a lot of the people that are the class clown, like, they go off and do great things.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But that was that theater class with you, and it was a weird time because you were playing a bunch of video games at that time,
Yeah.
and you were going back and forth between Halo tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I remember I used to get so fucking bummed out. Because when you wouldn't show up, because it would be like Thursday, and I would be like, "Yo, where are you at?" Like if
Yeah,
you show
I
up late,
remember
and
that.
you'd be like, "Oh, I'm in Orlando for a tournament, or
Yeah.
I'm in Atlanta for a tournament, or I'm at home for a tournament," and I would get so fucking bummed because there was that Olivia chick that we were in class with,
Yep.
and that was the only person I had to talk to. And if it was on a day where we had some shit that we had to do in class, I was always so
yeah.
bummed because like I always wanted to do some shit with you. I always wanted to do like skits, like whatever it may be. But that class essentially broke. And it's so weird because I think back to my mindset then, and I remember being like, "God, this class is so lame. I'm just taking it.
Theatric.
I'm taking this because it's whatever. It's a fucking. It's an hour. It's a credit.
Exactly.
It gets me to graduate, whatever. It's got to be fucking easy." But, dude, I'm trying to tell you, that class broke me out of a shell that, I mean, I was already, like I said, the dumb. I mean, I tried to get as much attention as I could and be the funny guy and make people laugh and be dumb, whatever. But that class broke it out into a sense of like, oh, I could do this in a stage setting of like, oh shit, like I could probably I could do this at some kind of platform or on some, and this was long before I knew anything about Twitch or streaming or anything.
I remember.
But I remember at that point in time being like, I would love to do this for an audience of some kind, because that's what I always craved when trying to make people. I needed an audience. I wanted to make, if it was just you and me in a room, if I could make you laugh, that was it. That was it. And it was the same way with all the way growing up. Like I would get in trouble all the time for trying to, disrupting the class or being whatever. Mm-hmm. And that was like my mom would always complain about that. Always. Yeah. I would always be in trouble for that. But that class is literally one of the things that changed that for me. And
I think about that too.
And it's so insane at how my mindset back then was, and like actually looking back on it now and being like, I remember being like, fuck, I gotta go to this stupid ass class. Fucking Cody's not there. I'm gonna be on my fucking phone the whole time. But because of those instances that you and I had doing dumb shit in the class, fucking riding on a roller coaster through different time zones, and then
most creative though.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, dude, I wonder if the teachers thought we were on drugs, because the shit that we thought of was so dumb. Going from like we would like one of our skits was like we would get on a roller coaster, and from the roller coaster we would travel into different movies. So at every station, every stop that we would make, we would get out of this roller coaster cart and we would be in a new movie. And then we were Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, and we were just fucking off. And I remember our teachers, the teacher, because without question, I mean that is still a VHS tape that they show to this day at the high school that we went to. My sister watched this same tape. Like, she was like, that's my brother. Like, that's my brother, and that's Cody. Like, I know, I can know these guys. And there had to have been somebody in there that was like, are these motherfuckers on drugs? Like, what are they doing? Like,
with their hats on?
Yeah, because we were wearing our hats like grandpas, like on the very tip. You remember getting in trouble for that? You remember right when we got back, right when, because we had an assistant teacher, that a substitute teacher at that time, and right when we got back, I remember her being like, I want to let you guys know that was the funniest skit we have ever seen, but you are not supposed to wear your hats indoors. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Are you serious? We wore our hats. Are you that's what you're gonna bitch about? But goddamn, that was so much fun, man. That was so much fun. God,
great times in there.
It was a great time.
How we got on that rant, who fucking knows?
I don't even know, because we were talking about mental health. We were talking about the story of the time you got in trouble. I don't even know where we're at right now.
See, this is what I'm saying with a 3-hour pod. You just get on these rants,
and
bro.
You keep going and going and going.
I got.
Yeah, go tinkle britches. It's okay. I'll keep up with chat. What's going on, dude? What's up, friends? How are you, buds? I know we're going off on different kinds of wild tangents right now, but we're here, dude. We're here. Cody hits his vape like a J. Hey, what up, Felt? How are you, dude? Dude, you know what's crazy is we're gonna be doing this, but with Felt at one point soon. Felt, you're gonna be on this at one point in time. Like, we're literally gonna be in this exact situation, but in an Airbnb, and you're gonna be right here. It's gonna be like, you're gonna be like right over there. It's gonna be weird and wild and cool all at the same time. I'm excited about it. Also, what a great time right now, because this is more than likely going on to Spotify and Apple Podcasts and anywhere you can get your podcast. Now is a great time for me to promote something, which is my social media. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, which is at DapperJameson, as well as my Twitter, which is also at DapperJameson. Make sure you guys follow Cody on Twitter, which is at Y2, the number 2, the doc, DOC. Y2THEDOC, and then on Twitter he is at Y to the doc as well. It is Y to the doc for sure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna urinate. I'll BRB. It's crazy how much I have to pee when we drink this much beer. It's kind of cool, actually.
I haven't even noticed how many.
I don't know.
Been a few. Hey, cheers, bruv. That was the weakest cheers. That sounded like two styrofoam cups hitting. Yo, I don't know who's in here. I said, I don't know who's in here, but if the councilman What are you listening to, bro? Andy Lemonade. I miss you. I don't think I've ever played with you since like Fortnite, which was like season 1. Actually, I didn't play season 1. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if the councilman to Panama City is in here, but if you're listening, yo, go fill that pothole in on 15th and East, bro. Like, I'm over that shit.
I don't think he's in here, but I'll see if I can let him know, bro.
I was drinking a water and that shit went up my nose, man. That's happened twice. And I repeat, 15th and East. It's right next to the tire shop, bro. I'm like, get that shit filled in. I'm about to go fill that shit in. I'm about to go get some water and get some asphalt and pour some shit in there. Or get that Flexi Seal that dude promotes all the time. He's like driving a boat on it. Like, how you driving a boat with Flexi Seal?
Yeah, whoever the governor of fucking or whoever's taking care of that, can we get that shit fixed?
Can we get that knocked out?
Jesus Christ, help my man out.
And now
right
I hit the left lane every time. I'm like, and when there's a car in the right lane, I'm like, watch this. And they're driving like right past me, and they go, I'm like, oh, there goes their kid out the window.
Who knows, man? Maybe I can wield my power, my very limited power, and see if we can make that. Hey, fix that shit.
You know who you is.
Yeah, idiot.
I hit that shit tonight. I wasn't thinking.
On the way out, you just hit that shit.
Like, and it pisses me off every time. I hate that, man.
Of course it
Get
does.
that hole fixed. And if I hit one more train that your grandpappy made, have you ever seen? Those
your
cartoons?
grandpappy made? God damn it!
Where they do the push train?
Yes, of course.
And then
it's this
at
one.
the last second, that little fucker changes the railroad track.
Flips it. Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it right into the freaking ocean,
dude. Speaking of that, a lot of people don't know. Have you gone to history class? The bar that's in downtown Panama City. So downtown Panama City is trying to make a comeback near Relief Skate Shop.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to make it. They're trying to make a comeback, right? All the bullshit's been happening. They're trying very desperately to put in new bars, restaurants, all this old shit that's been there for forever. They're truly trying. And the stuff they're putting in is fucking dope. But it's just in town. It's so far in town. Like they need more shit out there. Like to make it really accessible. And what I mean by that is they need more restaurants, more so there's like 3 places downtown right now that are fire. But they're kind of the same thing. Whereas if it was a mixture of a bunch of different shit, it would be so much fun to spend an evening out there. Like genuinely order an Uber at like 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there, let's get dinner at this spot, and then we'll walk and we'll get drinks at this spot, and then we'll walk and we'll get drinks at this spot, and we'll kind of like bounce around kind of thing for like a, you know, if you go out there for like 3 hours, it's something great, as opposed to right now it's kind of in a spot that's like, you know, you go to one or two bars, because there's like 2 really cool bars down there, and you can't spend the entire time at both of them, right? Like you can't spend the entire time at all of them. Because
they're trying hard out there.
They are, but the thing is they're not serving. Both of the places don't have like a massive menu and for food. So like, obviously you'd want to go out there and be able to drink and eat. I mean, they have like bar food, but for me personally, it would be rad if there was like 4 more of each of those different things, like different types of bars. But anyways, the bar downtown, one of the bars downtown is called History Class, and it's fucking dope. It is a quote history class bar. It's a brewery, and it's all historical facts of Panama City and everything that comes along with it. And
Was one your grandpappy?
Dude, there is
McKenzie?
about half that bar is dedicated to our family.
Nice.
Which is fucking like there's like
I gotta go.
there's like 3 or 4 different drinks. You can see on the wall they have this mural of the McKenzie family and of like the street name. They have this old, and my dad knew about it because obviously like we grew up here and we grew up like where that bar is. My dad lived right across the street before it became downtown Panama City, before like it was what it is now. Like his house was right there. Like my grandparents paid someone to lift the house up and drive it to fucking nowhere so they didn't have to deal with any. Right. Like that's insane. But down the street from that, there was like this old hotel. It was like called like Hotel Seafoam or something. It was something weird. But they bought the fucking they bought the sign, and they have the fucking sign up in the it's
oh, that's cool.
It's super rad. You can read all about our family and all the shit they did in there. And the first like right when they opened, they were slammed, bro. It was popping, and it was like the classic mixture of Panama City, which is like there's like a good amount of old people, but also a good amount of young people. Like it was like people our age, like you could tell they were like right around our age, older or younger, whatever it may be. But while we were in there, it was so funny because we were like, they have like 3 different McKenzie drinks. So they have like a stout, they had like some kind of like blueberry drink, and then they had like a lighter beer of some kind, whatever it was, I don't remember. But when I walked up, I was in that mindset of like, that's like my drink, like, like that's my family. So like, yeah. And so I handed him my credit card, and he was like, last name? And I was like, McKenzie. And obviously like he swiped it, typed it in. Well, actually he checked my ID first, and he's not going to look at my name. He's just looking for the date. And then every time I go up to get another drink, he would be like, what's your last name on that card? Because I just like left my card. Then I'd be like, oh, it's McKenzie. And not one single time while I was there was anyone like, oh, McKenzie? Like
this guy?
Like this guy right like this guy right here. And not one, and on one wall in there, they have a whole thing dedicated to my great
your grandpappy,
grand uncle. So I don't even know what he is, but he was the first mayor of Panama City, and they have a whole mural in there and a whole thing about him. It's a big one. It's like one of the first ones that you see, and it's like, oh well, his name is Irvin or Irvin, and he put in the first railroad tracks. He put in the first everything, and there was no one in there that was like, wait, McKenzie. Maybe wait, are you nothing? But it was really cool to read about him and see his his picture up there and shit. But anyways, if you get the opportunity to go down there, the bar is dope. It's fucking rad. They had like live music out back. It was dope. And then across the street is a new bar called O Henry's.
Oh, I see what they're trying to do.
It's
trying to paint the Irish versus the Irish.
It was a
O Henry.
Oh, it's an Irish pub. It's an Irish pub, is what it is.
It's Scottish.
I'm Scottish, and
You're Scottish.
I'm Scottish. Yeah. I wish I could be like right now. I'd be like, no, I'm Viking as fuck, but I'm not. But no, it's an Irish pub, and it's badass. I went in there for the first time right when I flew in. We went into old downtown.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah.
And it's so fucking rad because the booths are like the old school Irish booths where they had drapes, and you could pull the drapes and close the drapes, and your booth would be blocked off.
It's like a damn train.
Just like yeah,
an old train.
Actually, like an old train where you could like close the blinds and whatever. And those are the booths where you could eat at. They had fucking Conor McGregor posted everywhere. and it's like a super dark, all like mahogany wood. Obviously, it's not that. It's not mahogany, but dude, it was fucking awesome. And then the food there was really damn. You know, it's the only place in Panama City and Panama City Beach that is 5 stars, and it was
Really?
it was
Dude,
really good.
They are trying.
They're trying out there, man. I just don't know if it's ever gonna happen.
In town too, because right across the old mall. You know how Pier Park North is? You know how Pier Park North is?
Yes,
It's the exact same layout.
it is. It
Like,
really
right
is.
behind Chick-fil-A. Like,
Yeah.
They have Home Goods. Home Goods is good, though.
Home Goods is your shit,
Yeah.
dude. How has been living out there? Because I never thought you'd ever live out not on the beach.
I never thought I'd live out there.
You live deep.
I'm
bro.
out there, man.
You live
I'm in
deep. It's gonna be a long Uber ride for you tonight.
Yeah.
It's
That's gonna
deep.
cost some moolah. But
Yeah.
That's fine, though. I honestly hope to move soon. I went to the dealership the other day with my car, and I told him where I live, and it was right down the road. I was like, I'm like 4 blocks, like away from here. He's like, oh, you got smart and moved out. Everyone's smart who lives over the bridge. I was like,
Nah, bro.
Like, you
You are
so
dumb.
damn wrong. I was like, you're a goober.
You are so dumb, dude. What are you talking about? I could it would the house that I would have to live in out there would have to be, I mean, borderline yours, but bigger. It would have to be bigger.
That's the only thing with ours too.
If both of your stream room and then that other office, if they were the size of, I mean, even if that third bedroom was the size of your game room, like your stream room, I'd be happy.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'd be happy with that. But now, would I be lying if I was like, no, I'd love for all the rooms to be the size of the master?
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
fuck, of course not. Like, who would not want that?
They're also, so they're broadening those same builds. They're just making them bigger, and they're actually just minusing a garage, which, I mean, take it or leave it.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
They look really good. They have like the pillars in the front, and they're expanding them. Take that garage, you get a whole like new room in there, and it's widened. It's actually,
It's weird because I never thought I'd ever be, and I think this is definitely me, a factor of me getting older, because I never thought I'd ever be hyped about garages, but now I really want a fucking nice garage. Like at the North Carolina house that I'm in right now, I want I wish I owned the house, that way I could do like a nice garage and be able to enclose it, that kind of thing. But it's not gonna happen.
Looking at that, I always forget what it is that you put the degreaser down and you.
Yes,
called?
it's they're I mean, they're finished garages where it's like an epoxy floor, epoxy flooring.
It almost looks like, it reminds me of like the Galaxy, like on your fucking.
Exactly, with all the spots and shit.
Yes.
And Pedro has that at his house, and I was over there today, and I was like, dude, your floor is Craigasm. And I said, bro, your floor is Craigasm. He goes, what? And I was like, don't worry about it, bro. It's amazing.
You should have been like, whatever, dude. You're not even Pog champ.
You're not even Pog, bro.
You're just weird champ. I thought you were Pog.
Turns out you're just weird. I'm going to hammer this beer. Excuse me. Hello, friends. God, I know that it must be so. I know that it must be so difficult and also weird to watch and listen to these while I'm live, because normally I try and be as interactive with chat as possible. And I'm sorry that it's like that, but yeah. But I love you guys. And tomorrow I'm going to do a stream, just like hanging out and chilling, but I wish you were off tomorrow too. That'd be lit. I'm going to hammer this.
What day do you leave? Tuesday. Who's in here still? No.
Quite a few people. Hello, friend. I don't know. I was telling Gray today when we did like the little podcast kind of thing this morning. So I was like, he was like, yeah, so what's kind of the deal with this? I was like, there's no deal. I just want to catch up with you and just chat with you just like we would normally, but with microphones in our face. Like, and so when we finished, he was like, oh, were you live? I was like, yeah, I'm live. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought we were just going to record it. And I was like, no, this computer kind of doesn't really have the capability to like record all that stuff. So I just wanted to stream it and give people content and just like, because I mean, the shit that, a lot of the shit that we're talking about right now is shit that we were talking about. Whether this cam was on, these mics were in front of our face. If you and I were sitting at a bar, we would probably have the exact same conversation.
Oh,
or,
sure.
I mean, pretty similar.
Or
I mean, there's some avenues that we would go off on a way different avenues too. But this is really what it's like across the board. What are you looking for? Let me hit this thing. All right. So
no, this is definitely like the way that I would. This just seems so genuine and like flow, like a flow state. Oh shit.
Dude. Do you want to die? Holy shit. I'm about to oh my god, I might pass out. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, my head is I'm so lightheaded right now. This is crazy right now, dude. What is that? How many? Dude, I gotta go to bed. How many ohms are you running in that thing right now, bro?
You got in that winter.
Dude, that's crazy. You hit that constantly?
All the time.
Holy shit. Dude, there's something to be said. There's something to be. Dude, where am I right now?
You saw me smoking stoves since I've been probably 18.
Dude, that nicotine buzz is nuts. You know?
Felt's in here.
Yeah, of course Feltz is. My boy Feltz in here.
Felt, man.
Dude, you know, I remember the days of us
talking to Felt. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. No, I played a bunch of games. I've been gaming with Felt.
I know. Every time I pop in, you guys are playing Bugs Life. You guys are playing Bugs Life. Y'all are playing that Doug Trio game, whatever the fuck that thing is. It looks like a bunch of Doug Trio. Or what is that? Doug Trio, the fucking Pokemon. It looks like a round
fucking Fall Guys.
Look at me being old.
Fucking Diglett. Not
Diglett.
Doug Trio.
Doug Trio's its evolved.
God
it's
damn
its
it.
second stage, bro.
Whatever. Yeah, dude, I've been loving it too. Playing DayZ is a new game I've just recently started playing with him, and it's so weird because
H1Z1 when we play.
That's exactly what it's awesome.
Yeah.
But no, I remember, and I think about it now. I actually thought about this the other day because I was hungover as shit, like 3 days ago, and I remember
I saw that tweet.
I drank. Don't get me wrong, I drank a good amount. I drank like a case of Trulies and a bunch of tequila, which is tight.
Dude, that sweetness.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I love it. It's great. But I remember
the day after.
Of course. Of course, it's fucking terrible. But I remember the days of us working on the beach, you and me together, and I was like living at your house. You like let me live at your because a lot of people don't know this, so I'll explain this to them. But when you lived at your parents' house, your parents had converted half of the garage, almost 75% of the garage into your bedroom, which was dope
when it wasn't hot,
when it wasn't the summertime. Exactly. But we worked out on the beach together, and you essentially had like your own place except for the bathroom, which was like a weird Like we would try and hold off peas, or we would go out that
Until
like
9.
that like until 9 until everybody was passed out.
Because my dad was asleep. My
Yeah.
mom didn't give a shit.
Mom didn't give a shit at all. She was great. But we would go out to parties, and like I said before, we were the guys that showed up to the parties super late. We were the late night crew. But it was cool because when we showed up, people were like, "Oh shit! Like finally, like, what's up?" kind of thing. It was dope. I liked it a lot. But we were the ones that showed up super late to parties, and then we would go out to the bars after the parties. Excuse me, I was just threw up everywhere. And I loved that. That was so much fun. But you know, we were out till like at that time, bars didn't close till 4 a.m. So we were 4 a.m. crew. Get back to your place, 4:30, pass out or not pass out and do some other shit, and have to be out of the beach at 7 a.m. 7 to 9 a.m. somewhere around there, depending on what kind of day it was. And I think back to that. I think back to those days, and I think back to the mornings that those were going on when we would literally wake up with 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep, hit the gas station, you would get a fucking bottle of chocolate milk, Chester's hot fries, and I would get 2 bottles of Gatorade or power or whatever it was, and some form of like snack, and we would hit the beach, and that's all we would drink and eat all day. And while we were out there, which is why we're getting around to this conversation, while we were out there, I remember you were still smoking at that point. This is before vapes, which is so weird to think about. Before vapes, like think about that. This was before vaping was a thing.
Yeah.
And I remember you sitting out there. You would have to walk across the street. And dude, think about how tough I'm such a pussy now. I'm such a pussy compared to when what our feet were back then. Like now, if I step on a couple of rocks, I'm like, oh my god. And we were walking across fucking 100 plus degree asphalt with every time. Same thing. I looked there.
It sounds like
It does. It sounds like someone trying to open the door. We would walk across the street with no shoes on, just hot as fuck asphalt, and you would buy Stogs. And I remember you smoke it. I remember you would smoke. Not a pack a day. Almost a pack a day, though. I remember taking breaks with you, and I remember there was one day where we were super slow, and I was like trying to smoke with you, and I remember being like, how are you doing this? This fucking sucks. Like, how are you I've never been like, don't get me wrong, whenever I'm drinking, if you buy a Stog,
that's
for sure I'll hit it, whatever. Like I'm not like that, but I remember that day being hot as fuck out on the beach, and we eating and drinking our snacks, and then like right when you finish your snack, I remember you rolling your Chester's hot fries up, putting the lid on your fucking at that point had to have been warm as fuck chocolate milk, and you being like, all right, I need to smoke, and we would sit on the beach chairs that we had next to our hut, and you would smoke a cigarette. And I remember hitting it the first time and being like that first hit, I'm like, nice, and then the second one I'm like, not nice, and then the third one I'm like, dude, this sucks. Why are you doing this? This is fucking stupid. Like, holy shit, I can't believe you're still doing this.
I couldn't even believe that I even started. You know, that was something that I
didn't even think I was gonna do. You know,
yeah.
You look at something and you're like, who would want to fucking do that? And then next thing you know, 2 years later, you're like, oh my god, I'm doing that. Like,
yeah.
You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
It is, but it's so crazy to think back to that and go, vaping was not a thing then.
It wasn't.
Vaping was not a thing. I can't believe I even have the ability to say that. Like, yeah, I remember when vaping wasn't a thing. Like, what?
That is weird to say.
Isn't that? Because almost like everybody's got a Juul or like a Puff bar or some kind of like vaping thing, some form of like, yeah, right. Everybody has something nowadays where it's just so common. It's so common. Like if we're at a bar, like right now, I've been drinking and I want to hit this again, even after how.
Awesome.
Can I hit that again, please?
Yeah.
Like it, and it's so fucking weird.
It is weird.
Because I remember when you first got your jewel, and we were out at the fucking Salty Goat,
Oh yeah.
and I remember you being
goat.
like, I remember you hitting this, and I remember you being like, this isn't enough. I want cigarettes.
Yeah.
And you would buy from the fucking vending. By the way, if you guys aren't from Florida, or maybe it's everywhere, I'm sure it's everywhere, honestly. But I remember buying cigarettes from the vending machines there, and you smoking Cowboys, Reds, the Reds, and
the
Cowboy Killers, smoking Reds over there at the bar with Sam. And
Felt smoked.
Dude, you smoked cigs in college, through college? That's crazy.
Never thought that Felt would smoke.
Dude, Felt is that. Again, this goes back to this. We were talking about
Dan's gaming.
we were talking a little bit before stream about how high I got the other night, and I had so many questions for Felt. One of the questions for Felt was, Felt did a lot of drugs. All of them. I maybe I'm overstating that. Felt, did you do a lot of drugs in college? Maybe I'm not, because we were drinking at that point in time. On the podcast we talked about this, but I'm pretty positive he did a bunch of drugs, and I had so many questions for him about all the. I've done most. Okay, so I had a bunch of questions for him about these different drugs and about whatever. But anyways, yeah, Felt's done a bunch of shit, and it's awesome, which I think plays into why he's so mellowed the fuck out all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Like it, and I fucking love, dude. I love gaming with Felt, and I think I love gaming with Felt. I had so much fun high the other day playing Fall Guys with him because it's such a stupid and dumb game, but it's so much fun to get into and be idiots
Are
doing.
you talking about when I came in today? When I brought in you guys, you didn't even qual, bro.
Yes, that was the day. That was the day. You didn't even qual, bro. That was the day. That was so much fun. Oh boy.
Yeah, it hits.
There is nothing better than that feeling right now.
It gives you a head rush, man.
Dude, I remember
cigarettes is a little different.
Cigarettes is a
That shit will
different.
put you on your ass.
That is a different. Like I remember at Salty Goat.
Once you hit one, there's no.
It's incredible.
Freaking room.
I can definitely see why, dude. I love that. Like that is. That's good. I like
That's
that.
like my. I'm not gonna say it's like my beer through work, but it's almost like my beer through work. Like,
wait, what?
I hit this,
Right. Yeah.
and then I get a little head rush, and
You're like
I'm good,
relaxed, like good to go.
chilling,
Yeah.
And, I'm not like totally all there, but
Yeah. But I remember at Salty Goat, I remember you had your jewel, and I remember you were like, yeah, this does not hit like a cigarette would.
Pissed.
And I remember you being like, here, like loading up a new pod and being like, here, you take this, I'm gonna hit this. And I remember hitting that jewel for a little bit and getting this exact same feeling. That's my first nicotine in forever. That's incredible. I could definitely see how that gets addictive. I love it's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. But I remember that, and I remember hitting that and getting to a point, but I can understand why it's addicting because I can remember that time, and then I can also remember being like, yo, can I get a hit of your cigarette? And you being like, yeah. And I remember hitting that and be like, whoa, that's awesome.
And then you get that
and then that real like world spinning goodies.
And then you drink a little too much.
and
then you hit it. And then you know that little tunnel that you go through in the fun houses where you're like
at Ripley's,
you're
yeah.
freaking hitting your shoulder on the like you're dragging your shoulder just to get through it. That is exactly how
Yeah.
that is.
Dude, it's amazing. But I could never understand how you did that when we were out working on the beach, because that was fucking miserable. It was so hot. And to think back on it, we had the best job in the world. Like one of the best. Dude, we got to talk to people.
Why do you think David
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be on the podcast too.
why do you think David didn't do his job?
Of course. Of course. It was so much fun. Like, how could you, like, dude, we got to play on jet skis all day, essentially.
Yeah.
We just got to deal with people's bullshit and got to play with jet skis all day. It was tight. On the beach, I got tan.
Yeah, I still have those videos of us.
Me too. I was looking at it the other day, actually.
I was like, we used to freaking rock some
Fucking
skis.
send some skis, bro. It was so much fun, dude. So much. This is still on one of like my saved albums, bro.
The look over? Oh yeah. I still have the one of you where you jump up and then you're just like good ass days.
Dude, I have so many of these. Like, so many of these videos of us just fucking off. And it was some of the most fun I'd ever had. It's so crazy because not a lot of people understand this, but like the job that we had where we rented skis, like, so we would rent skis by like half an hour by the hour. But, you know, on slow days or really high wake days, we would essentially sell ourselves and do shit that nobody else was allowed to do.
Exactly.
And that was the thing, is no one else was allowed to do the dumb shit that we would do. And so if it was slow and we weren't running any skis, or early in the morning too, like early in the morning when no one's out, you and we would jump on the skis and we would hit wakes and do Supermans, do like kickouts, cans, yeah, all kinds of crazy shit, and almost in a way of like trying to sell what we did.
Yeah, market
it. Like market it, right? And like
break it down.
like look, like people on the beach be like, oh damn, that looks fun as fuck. And then when we would pull back up, people were like, yo, can we do that too? Like, yeah, bro, it's fucking, you know, this much for a half an hour, this much for an hour. Be like, oh shit, we'll be right back with our cash or card. Like, all right, cool, come through. And then they come up, they swipe that card for however long. We're like, all right, so you can't do that.
Yeah,
so you got to go straight out here. And people be like,
idle out.
yeah, you got to idle out all the way past everything. But dude, it was so much fun to be able to fuck off for, you know, 20 minutes every other hour, you know, on days that we weren't like absolutely slammed. And there were days where we never got to touch a jet ski, where it was literally like, get the fuck off, give this dude your life jacket, get the fuck, and you're on, you're out, and back and forth. All
good money.
It was such good money to not, I mean, really, it was hard work. It was hard work. You know,
fun.
It was fun. It was hard work getting people on and off and explaining everything that was going on. And then obviously, like, the hardest part of the day was the beginning and the end. Because the beginning is getting all the skis out, making sure they're running, making sure everything's good to go. And then throughout the day, dealing with all the human beings that we're interacting with, and then making sure the skis are still good to go. And then at the end of the day, I think the end of the day was actually the worst, was actually having to fucking stand out there and crank skis up from the dude onto the trailers was a fucking night. Because I remember you ran the truck and I ran the skis. So it was when you pulled up, I fucking cranked every ski up, dude. It was awful, but it's fine.
Had the Ranger.
When we had the Ranger, keep this close.
We had the Ranger, and we wouldn't even put them on a trailer. At one point, we would pull them up,
just drag them up near the hut
until the. What busted that day?
remember we broke down.
We
It
did break down
exploded, bro.
in the middle of no. I also remember. Do you remember getting pulled over?
Yes,
So we were
because we were about to go down the
beach
access.
ramp, yeah, and our spot was next to Hooters, which we ate at pretty often,
often, 'cause we get
and
percentage off.
literally like you could throw a football with ease, probably underhand a football to the beach access. And at the end of the day, we pulled out, you and me, front seat, both of us, windows down, because it had no AC.
No,
It had nothing. It was just covered in sand. And I remember us pulling out, taking a right, and as we were literally about to make I mean, we're talking, dude, we were on the road for 10 seconds. Yeah, like not at all. And then the cop pulled us over, and I remember him being like, "Where y'all going?" And we were both like, I mean, like, dude, look at us. Look at this vehicle.
hello.
Like, look at this. Like, we've got the tags that say that we're like beach registered, whatever. And we're like, we're literally getting skis right now.
Pulled up.
Like, whatever. And I thought at that time, like, dude, what are we talking about? Like, we're right here. And I remember him going, well, so are you guys on a main road? Are you guys on Front Beach? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, okay, so why don't you have your seatbelts on? And we were like, well, we literally touch the road for a couple of seconds and then pull off, and we're immediately back on the beach to pick him up. Right, I remember him going, wait, so you touch a main road, correct, where other vehicles are? And we were like, well, yeah. And I remember him handing you a ticket, and I remember being like, okay, well, I mean, he got a ticket. That sucks. And he handed me a ticket, and I was like, bitch, what do you mean you handed me a ticket? And I remember him being like, yeah, well, you're over 18, and you're in the front seat without a seatbelt on. You get your own separate ticket. And I remember being like, this fucking is so dumb.
That's so dumb.
This was like a day of, or essentially a full day's paycheck to pay this fucking ticket. And I remember being like, dude, are you fucking serious? But now, obviously, now that I'm older, I get it, I understand, but still, like, fuck off. Come on, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Dude, isn't that lamp freaking everybody out? Dude, it was freaking me out earlier. I was telling Cody, Cody was like, dude, it's just the posy vibes, bro.
That's the vibes above my head, bro. You see it? Here, I'll move it a little bit. Right there.
That's the posy vibes, bro. Excuse me. I need to hammer this beer.
Fucking hammer it then.
It's weird. I now know that when we travel, I'm bringing the speakers that you gave me, because that way we can listen to music.
Oh, yeah.
That way I can actually like drink some shit.
Yeah, that was something I was thinking about coming over here.
Just plugging it in,
putting a little, you know,
something chill, you know. All right, I love you guys. I'm out. Yo, Felty, I love you, bud. I'll talk with you soon, dude.
Love you.
Good thing I'm not on shrooms or anything. And that cop 1,000% sounds like a douchebag. Yeah, it's okay. I get it now. I get it. It was only, but even so, I mean, it's like $180 ticket.
Yeah.
And at that time, $180. And don't get me wrong. If I get,
I mean, that's still
$180 right now is still insane. I canceled a tattoo tomorrow. I was supposed to get
where are you gonna go?
This whole thing filled
American?
out. Yeah, of course. I was gonna go to see the guy who did everything else.
Wait, when did you get that?
What, this or this? I got all this shit here recently. I got all this in North Carolina.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, I got this. I got this before you showed up, and then well, I got this actually after you showed up, and then I got this here recently.
Dope. I like the.
Yeah,
those are dope.
They're tight. But I was supposed to get a manta ray tomorrow. But dude, I'm just being a bitch. I don't want to spend money. You know, I've got rant coming up, and I don't know. I hate being a responsible adult, and it annoys the fuck out of me. But I get it. So like I almost bought a pistol yesterday, and I really want. It was really nice, and I passed on it because it was like $600. And then
Do you have your concealed?
yeah,
I need to get mine.
and then I planned the tattoo for Monday, obviously tomorrow. But today I canceled. I was like, man, I just can't. It's not even gonna be that much. It's gonna be like $200. It's like $200 is like in the grand scheme of things, $200 is a lot of money. But to get tattooed sounds. I mean, I've paid way more for tattoos and to get to fill everything out and be good to go, whatever. But I was like, dude, $200 right now is like a fucking lot with, traveling here and all the shit I've been doing, and then going back home, and then traveling for our trip, and then doing it, and then paying bills. Like I was like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna spend it. And I canceled today, and I could tell that when
you canceled, he was pissed.
Oh, he was pissed. I truly, I don't think I'll ever be able to get tattooed. I mean, I think I would be able to get tattooed by him again, but I don't think he's ever gonna hook me up again. Yeah. So because whenever I was here before, he was like he set me up with like a half sleeve, and I wanted to get it done, and everything was hype, and we had set it up, and I canceled because it was like $1,500 to get a half sleeve done. But I mean, 3/4 sleeve, so it would have been like from here down.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been dope. I would have been super excited with it. It was not anything like this at all. But I canceled because I didn't feel like the money that I was spending at the like I was in the same boat where like, I didn't want to spend that because who knows what's going to happen, and I've got bills to pay, and I've got trips to take, whatever. And then this time on Wednesday, I hit him. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be in town. I'd love to get tatted between Saturday and Monday, whichever day works. And he was like, yeah, come through Monday. We'll make it happen. And I was like, yeah, I want to get a big manta ray tattoo, whatever. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Let's get it popping, like whatever. And we talked about it. And today he texted me. He's like, hey, do you have any like references for the manta ray that you wanted? And I was like, listen, dude, unfortunately, like I'm going to have to pass. Like I got to cancel on you. It's my bad. I know I'm being a piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't get tattooed. And he read no replied me. So
oof.
I imagine that I am never going to get tattooed. If I am going to get tattooed by him, I'll never get the frequent flyer miles tattoos price again. So
I was going to say, we saw this out there the other day. That's a whale shark, bro.
Dude, it is. Holy shit.
That's a baby whale shark.
A fucking whale shark. Dude, those spots on top of them are fucking gorgeous. Holy hell. What are they doing in these waters?
That was just a baby one. That was probably 15 foot. And then we saw a 30-foot.
Look at the shadow on that thing. That shadow on that thing is scary big.
Oh, 30. Oh, it is.
Prod, I'll catch you soon, bud. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, we saw.
I'm a loser.
A 15
Yep,
foot.
still a loser.
Think about that. You said a 15 foot baby whale shark.
Baby whale shark.
Yo, yo,
15
yo.
feet.
We saw a 30-foot at the second.
Yo, Perp, my man, welcome back. 11 months in a row, buddy. I appreciate you being here, dude. 11 months of continued support. I appreciate the sub. Did you find a picture of that or no? Been lurking, bro. Better to cancel day before the same day. That's true. Brother's an artist, and that shit irks him. Okay, well, I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better, but I don't like canceling on artists. I feel bad because I know... It does. It makes me happy because I know that he texted me and was like, "Hey, do you have any references for whatever kind of manta ray that you wanted?" So I know that he hadn't started on like drawing some shit up and spending time. So I do feel good about that, but also at the same time, I completely understand. Like, if I were to come back home and get tattooed again, and him be like, "Hey, man, fuck you," like, nah, I would understand because I get it. I get it. Perp, again, dude, I appreciate your 11 months, man. But yeah, I do want to get tattooed, Heike. It sucks. But this way it's not going to right, exactly. And it was a 10 a.m. tattoo on a Monday. And that was a big thing for me, is I knew like we were gonna do this tonight, and I knew that I was not gonna get up at 10 a.m. to go get
10
tattooed.
a.m. on a Monday, he's probably like,
Fuck that. Yeah.
He get to sleep in.
I was. That's what I'm hoping that he's like. I mean, he's not gonna be hyped about losing money, but I hope that he's like,
I think they're
okay,
doing,
cool. I'm glad I'm not having to get up at fucking
Yeah.
10 a.m.
I think they're doing just fine over there, especially where they're at.
I mean, he's making good. You know, my tattoo artist was the winner of season 7 or 8 of Ink Master. So I mean, I think he's doing all right, but I still feel bad for canceling, because he is a homie, and I've only canceled on him that one other time with the 3/4 sleeve. But I mean, he's done everything else. So
Ben was talking about the girl in there. There was a girl in there.
Ben, when did you talk to Ben last?
Last time he got a tattoo done right before he cut my hair. The last time.
When was the last time you got your hair cut?
A long time ago.
Oh, okay.
But he was saying the girl in there.
Is he here
No, he's in Seattle.
still? I thought he was back home now.
He came back, and then I think he went back again. And every time I tell him, I'm like, "Yo, when you come in here, tell
Please
me
tell me.
so you can fucking cut my hair."
'Cause I was gonna-
Nasty-ass hair.
About to text him.
Do it. Be
See if
like,
he's here. Yo, if you're here, cut my hair tomorrow. Like, for real.
"Hey, Cody wants to cut too."
Yeah, straight up. Let's get shit going.
I already going to where I'm going. Go to some place in the desert.
He's in Atlanta. Well, his name is now Atlanta Barber Ben. So he must be in Atlanta. I'll still text him. I gotta pee.
I do.
BRB chat. We've been going now for 3 hours.
What's Trey been doing? How here has been
I said, are you in PC right now? Yeah, bro.
until when?
I just said, bro. Please, for the love
Say Cody and I.
of me and Cody.
We were just talking about you. Say that. What are some interesting topics you guys would want to hear? Me? No, I gotta work, bruv. What in the I can't believe he's in town, man. He must not like me. No one likes me. Yeah, that's fine. If James doesn't get out of there, I'm gonna piss my pants. And that's gonna be TOS. 100%. Woo! Isn't that judo or whatever the fuck that?
You have to work tomorrow?
Fuck. What time does? Where does?
He said noon tomorrow. Fuck.
That's fine. You get that done. Where's he? How long is he here? Where's he at? More importantly.
He literally just texted me his address. My biggest fear is going to get my hair cut and then coming back home and then not being able to keep up with it. That's stuff because I'm getting rid. I fucking hate this man bun. I'm getting rid of it.
Do what you used to do.
What? Oh, the just like slick back?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I would want to do, but I would still have to come back here.
You can find someone up there to just trim you up a little bit. What's he saying?
I said, okay, I can come tomorrow at noon, but Cody can't come because he has at that time because he has work. I said I'm coming though, no doubt. He said, what time is he free? Y'all can come later and together. I mean, what time are you free? Like 9? Yeah. Dude, he is so far away. Bro, he is near you, bro. He's near Southport. Holy fuck. Dude, he's 39 miles from here.
Yeah, that's by mine. By my house. Wait.
I forgot to eat a beer. Thank you, good sir. He said, dude, I was in y'all's podcast. I feel so special. I said, yo, can we make it 1? I can't make it out there that early, bro. He said, yeah, dog. 1 is perfect. All right, lit.
Dude, Ben's the fucking.
Ben is tight. Right now, by the way, Ben, if right now you are somehow watching this podcast and you're wondering why it's so silent and so boring, it's because I'm literally messaging you on Instagram. So, by the way, if you guys have not ever checked out Ben, let me give him a shameless plug. His name is @BenTaylorHair on Instagram. BenTaylorHair on Instagram. Ben Taylor Hair. He's super cool, dude.
Super cool.
Super dude. He is. That's why I like Ben a lot. Is he's super genuine and super down to earth.
Yep.
You know, you go into haircuts sometimes and you just fucking sit there dead silent and not talk about anything. But like Ben's a dude that you can literally be like, literally just like this. And talk about all kinds of crazy shit with him and be like, yeah, like this is it. Like, here's what I've been up to. Here's what I've been doing. Here's what I think. And him reciprocate and be like, okay, well, here's what I think. Back to the like conversation type thing like that. I think Ben is such a super down to earth guy. I like him a lot.
Also, he's very genuine.
Of course.
Very genuine.
Yeah, I think he's fire. I think he's
Super cool
fire.
guy. And his style.
His style is
dope.
Is super dope. And it's very particular to him himself because
Yeah.
he's that cowboy.
Yeah, he used to be a fucking rodeo.
Right. Yeah. He is that cowboy dude who's like the new age, tattooed, nice hat, all black tee, jean, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I've always been.
fucking
Ever since meeting Ben, I've been so fucking bummed out to get my haircut. And that's the thing too, is getting my haircut. Fucking God. Getting you think about getting your haircut, and this is, I feel like a lot of men, and I can only speak for men because I don't know the women aspect of things, but a lot of men, when they go to get their haircut, they generally get their haircut at like a Supercuts or something along those lines. Like my dad, for instance, is one of those guys who's like, yeah, I got my haircut by, at this place, and they gave me a back massage, and
That's not what I give.
and that's the thing, is like, dude, like there are different ways to be pampered, and as a man, it's difficult to talk about things as a man. It's difficult to get, quote, pampered when you're out, and when you're out and trying to do things like get your haircut and get a good haircut for a good price, and genuinely get a great cut.
Yeah.
Because an actual good cut. And the thing about that is going to someone like Ben, when you go there, not only do you get to talk to a dude about real shit, about, everyday life type of shit that he understands and that we understand, and things that we're into, or even that the thing about Ben too is Ben's one of those guys where even if you're not into it, or even if he's not into it, because you're that into it, he'll connect with you on a sense of like, dude, I get why you like that. I like the passion behind it, and he'll get behind that. But with a dude like Ben, it's weird because until Nate left, I really never understood the feeling I got whenever I got a great haircut. And that's the thing, is a lot of people, a lot of guys especially, have never gotten a great haircut. You've gotten good haircuts. You've gotten, in your opinion, great haircuts, which again may be fine for you, whatever. But Ben and Nate are two dudes that I attribute with great. Whenever if I go in and I go, this is what I want, I know that I'm leaving with better than what I said.
Yeah.
And also leaving there going, like, I just did you just did a podcast with somebody without having any mics.
Yeah.
Like just hanging out and chat. And I may even fucking pay him to come out here. I wonder if I can do that. Yo.
Do a pod with him? Yeah.
Dude,
sure.
yeah.
He's got some interesting things to say too. I would definitely ask him about his career in riding bulls.
Dude, he rode fucking bulls.
And he was what's it called? It's like a golden boot or golden, I don't know the term, but I wouldn't do it.
Of course.
Fuck that. Dude, step on my little head and my brain would fucking explode. He got hurt too. I think he broke his collarbone.
Yeah, he got fucked up out there. Damn, I just texted him to see how much I would have to pay him to come out here. I've got a barbershop that I go to. Dude opened his shop back in 1952. Most chill place ever. You get to hear a lot of old war stories and a lot of shit there. Makes me feel like the biggest chump. If I go, dude, yeah. And that's the thing. That is the thing that I really respected about going to someone like Nate. Truly, because Nate was a dude that I expected to grow old with, like,
Yeah.
to where I was gonna get my haircut by Nate forever, for literally ever. Like, if I would go see Nate every 2 weeks and not think a singular thing about it.
Yeah.
Spend money on it, no doubt. No, I'll spend the $40 it is total to get my hair cut by him every couple weeks.
I'll agree. Anytime I'm ever in Tampa, like ever, I don't even give a shit if I just got a new cut. I would
Go
just to
see him.
go see
For sure.
Nate.
Of course.
Nate's the homie, man.
Of course.
It's that number one, Shilly.
That's that number one, Shelly. Yeah, shit, dude. Me too. Maybe he'll come out here and see me. We'll see.
That'd be a dope.
I would love to hear how that goes. All right. Yep.
That hurts my tooths.
It's also amazing how the drunker you get, the less. I mean, that still feels really good, but also the less it hurts to actually intake it. I remember the first time I ever dipped. The first time you've never dipped, really?
Never.
Never got into it. The first time I ever dipped, it was.
Is it the same rush? Do you get a little
I get the
little
same
kick in the jeans?
the same rush that I'm getting right now from that, which is amazing, but it's
Amplified?
and constant,
Because it's going straight into your gums.
and it's constant.
Yeah, I could see that.
So as opposed to like right now, I know that this feels amazing, but it's also kind of distorting a lot of things. But I know that this will fade in like 5 minutes.
In like 20 seconds.
Right. But I know that with whenever I first dip, my first dip ever,
What kind was it?
it was wintergreen. Copenhagen wintergreen.
Oh, yeah, Copenhagen.
Copenhagen wintergreen.
Hey, team real tight,
and,
buddy.
and Tyler Tierney
Oh,
gave me my first chew ever. And he was like, yeah, everybody's dipping on the baseball field. I'm 15.
were you doing big league at the time?
Of course I was chewing big league. Come on, Joe.
Acting.
Yeah, of course. And same thing, you remember the the jerky that came in the cans?
Yeah.
And yeah, the shredded jerky. And I would do that whatever. But
Shit tastes
Tyler Tierney, it was June, middle of June, end of June, here, obviously, and we were working the baseball fields. We had to work the Grand Slam tournament here is a big deal. It's like where everybody comes from all around. They play here because it's hot as fuck. The sun's out. Everybody's good to play, and there's no issues. They hold tons of tournaments here. And our high school, Arnold, was one of like the nicest high schools around. And the baseball team had to work it. So after every game, we had to like rake the fields, get everything ready. Well,
Kinda.
for free in our standpoint, yes. The team quote got money to go to the team, but it ended up.
I remember
It ended up
that
Coach
scandal.
Kelly. Yeah, our coach had fucking been pocketing cash,
Yep.
whatever. But so yeah, we were doing all of that, and I remember there was one morning we got out there. It was pretty early in the morning, and there wasn't a team playing for like another hour, and we were getting the field prepped. And Tierney was like, "Hey, have you ever dipped before?" Because he was putting in a dip. And I was like, no, I've never done that. Like, I don't plan on doing that, whatever. He's like, dude, on days like today, you should. And I was like,
That sounds like a tyranny.
it is. It's such a Tierney thing. And I was like, oh, really? What do you expect? Like, what should I expect? And he was like, well, you're going to get a head rush. It's going to feel like a really good drunk. And at that point in time, too, I was like, I don't really know what that means.
That means
Right. And he was like, here, take a pinch. And he held out the can. And I grabbed a pinch, like a small little pinch. and I put it in. And I remember him being like, okay, I just like kind of like pack it in, like make it like a good little like rectangle in a way. And I remember like kind of like packing it in, put it in.
Did it taste like shit?
I didn't like the way it tasted.
What did it taste like? Your comparison.
It tasted like a really shitty. It tasted like a really dirty wintergreen. So it tasted like a really dirty mint. Like it was like I had like dirt with mint in my mouth. And he was like, all right, so give that a few minutes and we'll see how things go. And I remember I was standing next to my coach, Coach Kelly at that time. And I remember him being like, are you dipping? And I was like, yes. And he was like, have you ever dipped before? And I go, no. And like right after I finished that question, it had officially hit me. It had officially the process had begun. And I remember all of a sudden getting really sweaty really fast. And I remember my head started spinning. And I was like, I do not like this. And I remember telling my coach, and Tierney was there, that because we were both catchers. And so we were like when we would do in and outs, anything like that, we were always near the head coach, because the head coach, we were always nearby, because if we needed to do anything, like catchers are always like the unofficial quote captains of the field, because you're calling out where the ball should be going. So if a ball's hit to right center in the gap, you're calling out a 2-2-2, 3-3-3, depending on the batter, whatever, or depending on the hitter and their speed, whatever it may be.
Okay. Yeah.
You're the guy.
I'm not familiar with that.
You can visualize the whole field, right? Because
Okay,
you're the furthest one back, so you can kind of see
That makes
how.
sense, though.
Right.
Like the quarterback does the field.
Essentially, now granted, everybody looks to the shortstop as the captain, because they are the guy who makes a lot of the main plays in the middle infield
Makes
and
plays, but doesn't see the
right, correct.
plays.
So there's always that the catcher and the shortstop always have like a big connection between each other.
Okay.
But so during that time, we were just doing field work, nothing crazy. But we were always still near Coach Kelly, because he was the head coach, and we would kind of like follow him around and just kind of do whatever he said. And I remember right after he asked me that question, my head started spinning and shit started to get weird. And I remember Tierney being like, I just gave him his first dip ever. And I remember Coach laughing about it and being like, oh, you're in for a wild one, huh? And he was like, I remember my first dip, whatever. And I remember it getting super dizzy and super sweaty, super hot and super thirsty. And I remember being like, I remember turning and being like, I don't like this. And them like laughing and being like, give it a couple minutes and it may start to feel, it's going to start to feel good. Like you're going to want it. You're going to want that more. And I ended up leaving it in for like 5 more minutes. And I remember being like, I don't like this. This fucking sucks. And I took it out, threw it out, gargled out some water, spit it out, gargled out, spit it out, drank some water, ended up hammering a bunch of more water. And I still had that feeling of having a dip in the whole day. Like that same spin and all this shit. It was fucking awful. I hated it. And then the next day when I got out there, I was like, yo, I want that again. And I was like, yo, I want that again.
Of course.
And but at that time, that very next day, Tierney had bought Red Man Chew, which Chew is different than dip. Chew comes in bags, and Chew is like the actual tobacco leaf, right? And you kind of
is like like actual big league bags.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's full of tobacco leaves.
Yeah.
Instead of like super fine, there's not like the thing that like cuts open your, like the fiberglass that cuts open your lip, anything like that. There's fiberglass in dip. That's what cuts open the lip and gets
the
into the bloodstream.
the nicotine
Into the bloodstream, yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
pretty crazy. Yeah, there's like fiberglass shards in there. But so I ended up the next day. He had chew, and he was like, "Listen, yesterday was rough. You should chew up this." And he gave me double bubble, which is classic baseball chew. You know, the ones in the yellow and whatever. And he had me chew up 2 pieces of that. And then he handed me a bag of Red Man Chew. And in that Red Man Chew, which I didn't know at that time, was a shot of Jack Daniels and brown sugar. And what he had done was that morning before, he had opened it up, poured a shot of Jack Daniels in there, poured a bunch of brown sugar in there, and then let it sit overnight. And then
That shit ferment.
and let it ferment.
Oh my god!
And then the next morning, obviously, when I came out there, I was like, I didn't like that, but I had like a need for it. I had like a need or a want for some kind of nicotine of some kind. And he was like, chew up the gum. And then I chewed up the gum, and he made me like blow out kind of like a flat patch, just like your hand would be, but smaller. And he had me reach into the bag, and I pulled a pinch of that chew out, and then I put it, and you rolled it up into the gum, and then the edges, it's like a burrito, but like the edges weren't.
It's like a mouth guard.
Right, but they weren't. The edges were unsealed and uncovered.
Yeah.
And so you put it in a fat ass, because it's gum and chew.
Yeah.
So you had a fat ass fucking lip in. And through the edges, you would get the chew, which is tobacco. So you would get the tobacco. You would get the Jack Daniels. You would get the sweet from the sugar, and then the sweet from the gum. And it was like you were tasting a lightly tobacco-y brown sugar. And I loved it, dude.
That's wild.
It was so good. And I ended up doing that. I ended up chewing that for
years.
I mean, not years, no. But I would do it for summer ball, any form of summer ball, and then whenever I got to college.
Did anyone say anything to you?
No.
Because
Because
anybody.
for some people, yes, but because I was so big, most people assumed that I was an adult pretty much.
Oh yeah.
So like when I was out on the field, people would be like, "Weren't you a senior last year?" kind of thing. like no, like I'm a fucking sophomore or a freshman. And but you know, whenever I got to playing independent ball, that was when I was when I was playing the independent league, that was when I was really doing a lot of chew, because I was a designated hitter. So I was literally just like chew in. We were with Gatorade, and we had Gatorade towels, and I would tuck my Gatorade towel into my jersey, and I would have it over my head, like almost like Cam Newton style. And then I would put my sunglasses on, and literally just sit on the bench and just spit, chew, and wait till it was my time to go hit. And then right when I went to hit, I would take it out, throw it out. I would go hit, strike out, come back, and I would put another one in. And I would just do that the entire fucking time. It was.
You didn't hit any dangers?
I mean, I hit a couple, but at that point in time, that was when I was realizing that that was it.
It's just not.
It's not worth it. I'm not gonna make the money. It's not my thing anymore. So, anyways, yeah, that was the last time I did. But I remember when I would drive home for college breaks or anything like that, I would take Adderall.
That was the
Erskine, yeah. But during those college time breaks, I would take Adderall and then drive, and then as the Adderall was wearing off, I put that exact same kind of chew in, and I would just spit into a bottle, and then make it all the way home, because it was like 9 hours.
What the hell did I do when you were over there?
We were playing video games together at that point.
We played COD.
Yeah, we played a bunch of COD at that time.
Not like That was a weird time. I remember that too.
It was a weird time. I don't remember what you were doing. Oh, he said he's gonna let me know.
Come through.
He said, "Sure, bro. I'm down with whatever you want to do. I'll hit you up in the AM. We'll come up with a plan." I said, "Let me know, dude." But I'm gonna end up sleeping till noon. So
Come through. Come through.
come through.
You know we got pods to do.
Yeah, you know we got pods to do.
Pod through.
I just bit water through my nose.
Oh no, with the rah-rah. I'm a pod dog.
With the pod,
A show?
Yep,
Is that
that's
Mark right here?
that's you, bro. Silver Fox.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna look like.
That's you, bro. Silver
What's his
Fox
name?
gang. Rob Lowe.
Nope.
Yep. Andy Dwyer.
Nope.
Oh,
Jason.
Jerry.
Larry.
Larry.
Terry.
What's his last name? Gergich.
Gerg.
Got it.
Oh my.
Fucking
You
Gergich,
actually
dude.
saved that. No lie.
Fucking Gergich, dude. Larry, Jerry, Terry, Gergich.
I had something important, bro.
Well, maybe figure it out, idiot. I don't know, dude. I'm just drinking beer. Being dumb. Was it the theory of the chimps?
What about baseball in its current state at the moment? Like, where do you?
I don't know. I
they
think
should-
it's fun. I hate that there's no fans. I hate the
Would you like to see what like basketball is doing with baseball?
no.
You don't think
No.
that's cool?
I mean it's funny. I think I think it's
innovative.
yeah, it is definitely it's definitely innovative. But I think that baseball without sports is weird, and I hate
Or without fans.
without fans. I hate the cardboard fans that are in the stands, and I hate
Oh, the cardboard shit.
it's
Yeah, that's
weird,
bad.
and I hate the fan sounds that they play. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So like whenever there's a
The
hit,
generic.
I do not like
The
it.
generic.
I would just rather it be dead silent. I'd rather them just play. I would rather them. I'd rather hear, and that's the thing too is I would rather I want to hear. I want everybody that's out on the field to be mic'd up. I want to hear what everyone's talking about.
For
I
sure.
want to hear the players' genuine thoughts. I want to hear the players' genuine commentary throughout each game. I want to hear the real life stuff. And what I mean by that is I want to hear the guys who are just out cussing and being normal human beings out on the field.
That would be out there. Yeah.
Right. And I want to hear everything as opposed to
For sure.
where right now where everyone's like giving people shit about like hot mics and shit like that. I would rather hear guys on the field like, "Oh, fuck this guy." Like, you know, like, "Oh, well, I'd love to hear pitchers and batters especially."
What about what's his name? I think he's LA Dodgers pitcher that got banned or
Joe Kelly.
suspended.
Joe Kelly got suspended for pegging a couple of Houston Astros and
What?
then calling them pussies. It makes me really happy.
It makes you really happy.
Fuck them.
If if that were to happen to you in a situation like that,
Fuck them.
would you do the exact same? Like, say you were the pitcher and that were to happen, like that same situation where
Yes.
they roast.
Fuck them. Every one of those guys get beamed, and then, oh my god, you're so sad. I'm so sorry.
That no,
It's insane.
honestly, you should make that an emote on your channel.
I agree. I probably should. Wow, it's a great idea. Actually, it's insane. It's insane how many people were so. I mean, there's so many people. The 90% of the population that's in baseball and has anything to do with baseball was on Joe Kelly's side of that, and Rob Manfred, which is the commissioner of Major League Baseball, suspended him. Right, suspended him for I don't even remember how many games. I don't even remember at this point, but they suspended him. And Trevor Bauer, who's another pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds. Is he with Cincinnati? I don't know. I could be speaking out of terms now. I don't know. I've been drinking. But he was rocking cleats because he agrees with it. You know, there's a vast majority of baseball right now. Their mindset is fuck the Houston Astros. They suck. Fuck you. You cheated. You don't deserve that World Series trophy.
I mean, that's an asterisk.
But it's not though. It's not. I wish it was.
Did they not put that next?
No,
not at all.
there's no asterisk. There's no nothing to it. It's they won the World Series, and that's why a lot of people are upset. And along with that, the commissioner of baseball has
like Barry Bonds asterisk
ish. He didn't have the signs coming his way. He had the juice coming his way. Yeah.
If he had contact with that ball.
He had the juice coming his way.
That's when I watched baseball. Sammy
Right.
Sosa.
Yeah, he had the juice coming his way. But you know, when all of that was going down, the commissioner of baseball was like, he came out and said, I don't understand why people are so upset over a little piece of metal when we're talking about the World Series trophy. And everyone was like, a little piece of like what you just, everyone's like, that is the fucking World Series trophy. And he ended up like walking back some statements, whatever.
Of course.
And so, I don't know if you know this, but nothing happened to the Astros. Nothing happened to the players.
I did.
Okay, so nothing really happened to them.
I just thought there was a maybe an investigation going on or something.
There was an investigation.
A wholehearted actual like
the thing is that there was an investigation and there was something that happened. There was an investigation. They did find out that they were cheating and that everything was actually true. But no repercussions were had.
They have a commissioner, I'm sure of, and
which did nothing.
He just
right. And so when all of this went down, Joe Kelly got suspended, all that shit, and then Trevor Bauer was wearing cleats that had the Joe Kelly face on them.
Pretty solid.
And then it said "Free Joe Kelly" on the cleats there, and they threatened him with suspension and a fine for wearing those cleats. If he were to wear those cleats, he would get suspended and fined. And
for what?
So the conversation was, it's crazy that that Trevor Bauer could wear cleats that say "Free Joe Kelly," somebody who like beans somebody, whatever. It's crazy that he can wear cleats and get suspended and fined, but the guys who cheated to win a World Series didn't get suspended or fined. What's going on? Oh, what's going on here?
I would definitely put that as a emo.
So, anyways, I don't know where baseball's at right now. I wish there were fans for every sport, obviously. but baseball in general, it's super fun. I mean, we're approaching October. October baseball is always the best baseball. That's the most baseball that ever gets watched. But what are you gonna do with COVID? So,
Who is your favorite baseball player ever?
Evan Longoria. Evan Longoria was like my favorite baseball player of all time.
I've heard of him, but I don't know.
He played for the Tampa Bay Rays for a very long time, and then he's with San Francisco. But if I'm gonna go with like all time since I was like a very little kid,
Yes, all time. That's what I meant.
gotta be the kid Ken Griffey Jr., the lefty
Griffey,
god,
yep.
dude. Just that beautiful
That's when
stroke.
I watched baseball.
Ken Griffey was amazing. I loved watching Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa. I mean, that's the era of baseball that I grew up in. That's the era of baseball where we were watching them. Albert Pujols, still watch him to this day. I mean, he's fucking 100 years old and still in the league. But guys like him, obviously, I really like Dontrell Willis, the D Train himself.
You know who? You know. That's my favorite pitcher of all time.
I love D Train. D Train was lit. I also loved
Play for the Marlins.
the Florida Marlins at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old Marlins.
I liked him. I liked Chipper Jones because he was from around here.
Yep.
Chipper Jones lit. I liked Andrew Jones too. He was the Braves center fielder, but I was especially a big fan of guys like B.J. Upton, he was a center fielder, left fielder, right, anything outfield at that point in time, and then Carl Crawford as well, who was also a outfielder who was crazy fast. I always wanted to be fast because I was the big guy, and I always wanted to be like the fucking super quick tall guy, but it just was not a thing. That's not my thing.
If you could model, since you were a catcher, right? If you could model one catcher,
well, I caught until my junior year, and then I played. Then I ended up moving to the middle infield. I played second.
okay.
So
But if once you got to the catcher position,
mm-hmm.
who would you look up to in that position? Because it's different,
Of course, yeah. Well, I would look up to Yadier Molina. He was a great. He's still in the league right now. He plays for the St. Louis Cardinals. I think he's an incredible catcher. I think he's got great game knowledge, like knowledge of the game itself, and then has arm, blocking, receiving, doing everything. I think he's great. But when I was actually in and playing second base in high school and then moving throughout the infield through college and through independent league, I was a big fan of DJ LeMahieu, who was, I think he's with the New York, I believe he's with the Yankees right now. I'm pretty positive he is. I could be wrong. I think he's with the Yankees right now. But he was he was like a 6'6" second baseman. He played for the Rockies whenever I was into him.
Hey, Rockies.
And I liked him a lot. He was rad. I thought he was, because he was a big lanky dude like me that could move and like had good arm strength and could hit. And so I liked him a lot when he was with the Rockies. But I'm pretty positive he's with the Yankees right now. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, I liked him a lot. But then whenever I got to DH, it just kind of got into like a hitting mode of like whatever.
If we were to, I don't know if how they'll be by the time we do travel. I would like to at least go to a Rockies game.
Dude, same.
Or a Seattle.
Dude, I'd be so down.
I would like to go to a baseball game.
Yeah, I don't know if
they're cheap.
I know. I don't know if we'll be able to make. We're not going to make it to any games this year. No doubt about it.
I'm just hopeful thinking.
It would be lit to go to a bar that was like big time, and because you know there's plenty of bars out there like that's like everybody goes to this bar to watch this game kind of thing.
Have you been to the new Braves?
No,
Shit.
no, I haven't done anything new. I haven't done anything sports wise.
I heard the new Braves. Shit.
Dude, I've heard it's sick. I've heard it's sick too, but who knows? I have no idea.
Justine and I actually planned to do that in September to go because she was supposed to surprise me with a Braves game because I haven't liked baseball like as in watching it on TV.
Yeah,
Man,
of course.
being there.
It's lit.
That's America's game.
Of course, dude. It's hard to not go to a game and not enjoy it. It's so much fun, dude.
I don't think any game will beat the last one I went to.
Which was what?
I went to the Phillies, baby.
Oh yeah, you went dude, that was the most home runs ever hit in a game. Dude, yeah, no game will ever beat that.
We'll see.
I mean,
We'll
not
see.
for a long. Think about the record that was there before that. Not for a long ass time, bro.
I was there, baby.
That's insanity.
Paid what? $35?
$30. Yeah, got some fucking hot dogs and chilled.
Shit, I paid $5 for 2 Michelob Ultras that were like this.
God damn.
And I was just chugging them.
That's insanity.
My dad caught like a foul ball, and my dad did. He doesn't know baseball, and everyone was telling him to throw it out. Like throw it out on the fucking.
He's like, nah.
No, he did.
Oh, did he really? Oh my God.
And all the people like huddled together. Hey, if you do that one more time, we're gonna kick you out.
Okay.
And
So,
I was
yeah.
like, and they were like, my dad was like, really? He looked at me. He was drunk. He was like, ah. I don't give a shit. All the kids
fuck
behind
him.
him were like,
Yeah, let's go, Dad. Yeah.
That shit was dope. I love baseball games, man. It's such a different atmosphere when you're there. I don't think there's another game like that
It's true.
because you can watch football and you can watch the Super Bowl on TV, but and you can watch baseball on TV, but once you're at the baseball game,
It's a different feeling.
it is so
It is.
great.
It's a different feeling.
Man,
Of course.
just a fill.
Of course. Fill
hundreds
them
of
up,
people.
baby. Let's go.
And man, I love Philly.
I've never been. I've always wanted to go to Philly. All right. Well, listen, we've been at this for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I think we'll probably hang the stream up. Whether or not you want to go home or not, I don't care. I don't care. But I do know this. We're going to hang up the stream now. We're going to do whatever, and we'll figure something out. But as of right now, where can the people follow you? I know we talked about this way earlier in the evening, but I just want to let everybody know again.
Twitch.trainedprofessor.
Twitch.trainedprofessor.
At .tv. No. Y to the doc at Twitch, obviously. Y to the doc. Underscore at Twitter. What's my Instagram name?
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Probably
If you
at
wanna
Y
follow-
to the doc.
If you want to add me on Snap, that's
What?
Ydoc Flocka.
Dude, what? You want people to add you on Snapchat? You're going to give somebody dick pics? All right. Chat, we love you. I love you. We'll talk very soon.
Love you.
And I love you.
I bid you adieu.